Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm in the money, not low. I'm in the paper stacking low. Ain't got no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm busy and focused on making a million. Concentrated on making a killing. Please, shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't got no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't got no time for you. Please, shawty, get out of your feelings. Out of your feelings.
Snodge book.
Shawty, get out of your feelings.
I told her get out of her feelings. I had to get out of my feelings. Cause ain't no money in there.
You said that you don't agree. You think women really do want to be conquered.
Right.
And you was fit to tell us why.
So thing about it is, as I was saying, they want to be conquered. They don't want to be conquered by a motherfucker with no resources.
Yes, sir.
So
Exactly.
if you have the resources to take care of shit and everything, they don't mind being conquered. They want to be conquered. They want to be conquered. They just want the right motherfucker to conquer. That's why they don't mind if you conquer other land and shit, where you got conquered other entities and shit. As long as you able to take care of this right here, cause you ask any motherfucker, like, you know, they have these video where motherfucker go and ask random people question on the street. They ask, if your man pays all your bill and you have no bill to take care of and no worry, don't really have to work or whatever, and he cheat one time, would you leave him? Majority of them tell you, no. None of them over that usually get interviewed actually will leave their situation.
Let me ask you this then, because that's an interesting thing that you said. And I found it very interesting because you was like, so why do you think there's not more successful relationships, even with those women that's, you know, saying, even if he cheat, I'll stay?
As far as like marriage or just relationship?
No, marriage.
I think
relationships is, if just because of big, and this is what I'm saying. Just because I tell you cheating don't matter while we dating, doesn't mean it's gonna not matter when we get married. Does that make sense? You know, because there's levels to this shit. So I might let you get away with fucking around because I might be fucking around. But I think that you can't take that same concept and apply it. Well, you knew when we was just, you know, dating that I was fucking around. Doesn't mean that gets to follow into the marriage. So I don't know, bro.
As far as what?
As far as under, oh shit, you don't get about
that was the fucking question was. But
yeah, I think whatever.
They don't mind it. The reason it is not successful is it's all depending. Majority of it be, cause think about it, you gotta realize, most women don't like the men they with anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
It takes a lot of resources and shit for a man to do for a woman to be interested.
Yeah.
So that's why it take a motherfucker to, and what's been the popular thing is the man resources. So that's why the man that they label as high value now, whatever, that's why they get all the female. They flock to that. Cause that's what they hold as value. So if I got all these resources, then they accumulate to that. They gravitate to that. But if you lose it, once you start losing it, that's when your attractiveness start going away. Now you start going broke and going losing that, then it's not working. They started waking up like, oh yeah, it's not working.
Yeah.
Something that came over me today is like, I just had enough of this.
Yeah.
I just can't take it anymore.
Exactly.
But you could take this shit all day when he had all the resources and shit. When this resource starts slowing down and slimmering out, now it's all, he's just not treating me right. He's just not making me happy anymore.
But women are so, and this is why I have a problem with this whole theory. Women are so, even if you choose that life to be like, I'm going to be with this man because he got finances. Half of the women don't even be trying to save and build nothing with the money.
Right.
Because you know that this 1 percentile man is probably going to move on from you, like you said, when your looks start deteriorating. He's going to go get something young. So you have to still understand that even at that peak of being that person, you're actually putting yourself in a smaller window and time frame to be able to get off what you're trying to accomplish. Because usually people of that kind of power with that kind of money have a young girl idea. They like younger women. Them
Right.
old niggas be dating. So you only have a stretch of window that you're at your peak and could be that person. So half of you hoes don't save no money. So you be broke and now you on Loving Hip Hop. And that show
Think
is keeping you hoes alive. All you hoes that fell from grace, that shit keeping them alive. They got so many fucking Loving Hip Hops
yeah.
everywhere, get paying bitches that don't do nothing money.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, man, nigga, why would a 1%, why if I was the 1% of the richest people in the world, have to have one wife and not do what I want to do when I know that the only thing that I'm worth is the
Right.
resources that I have and I have an abundance of it. So
Mhm.
why do I have to conform to your ideologies when you need me and I don't need you?
Nice.
So that's what I
And you
look
know
at
what
it.
though? I
You better
think
get you a
female
regular nigga,
is
bro.
I think female is one that truly understand asset. So with us, now, especially with men, we should get the asset of we go to fiat, we go to money, we go to money currency. They understand that. Well, a lot on that as smart as still traditionally smart or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They understand that the man is the asset.
Yeah.
They don't need to go out here and work and damage their body to get money, the
Mm-hmm.
limited dollars. When
Mm-hmm.
you are the asset, why would I go get myself for the limited dollars when I can
Mm-hmm.
have you and you go out to get the limited dollars? So
Game.
you going out and doing all this, and there's unlimited supply for me.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna adapt to you, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
make sure. Oh, I'm gonna do the rough edge and have
Mm-hmm.
you so you get to go and energize
Every
and go
day.
get more money, go get more,
Exactly. That's how it's
and get
supposed
your
to be.
resource. Go,
Yeah,
baby,
go
get
get
your
your
resource.
resources.
Go
Cause
get
you
your
are the
resource. Let
resource
me be
getter.
beside your back, whatever. You so strong. You just supporting our
Listen,
family. That's the true. They
listen,
understand the true asset.
game though. But you can get that asset from a regular
Mm,
nigga too. Because if and my thing is this: women should be excited about pouring into a man. You know what I'm saying? Because it only benefits them.
right.
If a woman pours and really tries to make a man be great, they only reap rewards from that. It's never really and women. But this is how women don't understand. Women, a man, like you said, if you go live this life and you build it with this man, and he got you a home, and you don't. I'm talking about pays the bills. You got, I mean, nice home, property. He maybe make
Yeah.
somewhere around 100, $200,000 a year. You're well off. And you willing to give up all of that because he might be fucking a bitch and he
Mm.
might get that bitch a little change, but it's nothing compared to the life that you live.
She's not taking your position. You want to sacrifice your 80 for this 20.
And you want me to think that you're the smart one. It's like that. And I'm not trying to be funny. You want me to think that you're the intelligent fucking one? When you don't
Yeah.
even understand the concepts of me really trying to help you. And that's why I said, women, you sit here and I can't have no sympathy for them women who I see be rich and they chase rich niggas and they end up getting treated then like they done had all the cosmetic surgery and they look artificial because they
Yeah.
done trying to keep young and trying to live up to the like you bitches is weird and that's exactly these bitches is showing you that we don't get to reign supreme long in this game
Right.
because it's a young girl's game. It
It
is.
is.
But as a man, as you get older, nigga, it's still game. Like women like older men. Like because you
Right.
have a
As
little more
always.
established. You have these things. Young niggas are crashing out, wilding out. You see what I'm saying? So women just
Mm-hmm.
don't think smartly to me, bro. And it's just like, but I like to let life teach people lessons because it taught me some of my best ones.
Mm.
But if you
And
really
thing
want
about
it,
it is, women have always been sheltered from accountability. When
I'm
you
just
cover, that's why, like, when a woman, it's always been important for a woman to always be covered.
yeah.
As a child, as you grow up, that's why you always have the father in your life to keep you covered. So you don't have to have accountability and see this cold, rough world that a man sees. So your father used to keep you covered until you get married. That's why I use the father hand off to the husband. Now he taking you going from the father to the husband. Now it's the husband's responsibility to keep you covered.
Yeah,
Now he's covering you. So now
yeah,
you never have to worry about the atrocious shit that men go through in life. Because you're
yeah,
covered from that. They
yeah,
don't have to take accountability for anything because we take it for you. All this shit is
yeah,
done. We shelter that shit from you. You shielded you from that shit.
yeah. Because there are
So that's
things
why
that
it's
go
important for
up
you
in
to
the
be
night.
covered. So now when you choose not to be covered by a man, you want to like you don't need a man, blah blah. Now you forced to see the reality is out here in this cold world.
Yeah,
Cause you want to you want to go ahead and bite this apple and see with your
yeah,
own eyes, huh? You want to eat the
yeah.
apple, huh?
What
Now you finna see what the world
you
got
want
for
to
you.
eat the apple, huh? Yeah,
Now you finna see what
you
the
just
world
couldn't
really
resist
is.
this
Now.
fucking apple, huh? You know what I'm saying? Ain't did shit to even be worthy of eating the apple, but I get it. You entitled to it. You're the princess. Your dad told you you was a princess. Your granddad told you you were a princess. Your mom and them
Right.
goaded over you. The world says that you are this, so how dare you look at any other view besides the one that looks true? And I
Mm,
get it. But women are by far more susceptible and gullible.
right.
And then I hate the fact that they fight so hard not to be gullible and then they always fall for the same gullible shit. And it's just
Right.
like
Words
you
in action.
niggas, yeah, it's just like, yeah,
Goes back
words
to
and it's
words
like,
in action.
yeah, word
Yeah.
and they get mad when us real men hold you accountable for your words and actions. Like
Mm,
what you wanna be women don't that's why I don't think women understand when they the women that live in their masculine energy. Men are not mad that you're living in your masculine energy, bruh. Men are mad that you live in your masculine energy with them.
mm,
Just because men know that we have to go out in the world and be masculine.
right.
Sometimes you might be a woman that work in a masculine environment. And so you might have to be masculine
Have
in
to
that.
have some of that in. Yeah.
But when you come home and try to exert your masculinity, that's crazy to me. Because you're so smart. So a
Hmm.
smart person would know that as I walk through this door, I need to turn that off. So if you're a single masculine woman, you need to realize that when you go to get a man, you need to turn that off. Not the man needs to learn to deal with that,
Right.
but you want me to think you're smart. And it's just like, that's the dumbest shit. Bruh, turn that shit
Hmm.
off. You
Yeah.
could, but like I said, with women, it's only 0 and then 100.
Right.
They don't got no levels to shit. They don't know balance and understand statistics. And they just, and that's why I say, bruh, women don't know. It's like the giving tree, bro. Women don't know what they want. They just want it.
Right.
I don't know what I want, but whatever
And
it
you want
is out
something.
there, I want it.
Yeah.
I want a little masculinity. Yeah, give me a plate of that. I want to
Mm,
be the most powerful. Yeah, give me a plate of that.
mm,
I want to give me a plate of that. Yeah, give me a plate of that. Don't
yeah.
they ain't got shit to do with them. Give me a plate of that.
Give me
Give me
all
a
that.
plate of that. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You just grabbing any and every fucking thing, bro.
Right.
Not everything's for you. Not everything needs to be. But if you say that to a woman, now it's always turned to be some kind of now you're the most strong and fighting back, and you just had a movie called King Woman, and then you go and can't do none shit kingly. You need protection. Somebody say something to them, your feelings hurt. Somebody say, like, come on, bro. If you want to be masculine all the time, then be masculine all the time.
Right.
But
Might
this
not have
picking and
that energy
choosing,
around me. Don't be around
yeah,
me
yeah.
with that energy.
Well, I'm just saying, but this
Feel free to
picking and
have that shit
choosing,
though.
how you trying
Yeah.
to like, and some men, but if you meet a man who's not gonna let you be masculine because they wouldn't let another man be masculine to him,
Right.
how you get mad?
Mm,
Not, you know what I'm saying? How you mad at you because you won't let this bitch manhandle you? I wouldn't let a man manhandle me, ma'am.
right.
So just
And
because
th-
you,
and they don't a lot of them don't understand that as you said before, the power in being feminine and femininity,
mm-hmm,
right? And a lot don't understand, like when you up here want to get riled, talking a lot this and that, and being masculine, you when you do that, men react with men react to masculinity with masculinity.
Of course. But now we supposed to realize that, oh no, you a woman again, and
Mm,
not go too far.
mm,
And it's just weird because now you're trying to make us have all these rules and guidelines that we don't have with other men and have them with you in a men's space where it's like, why do you
right.
want to be here anyways? And like I
Mm.
said, because women want a little bit of everything, no matter what
They
it
just want
is.
to
It could be
control all things.
exactly they want to be the mastermind behind us doing everything else. Like puppeteer us, like you go do the
Yeah.
manual label, bitch. I'm back here pulling the
Cause,
strings.
'cause
We got it. No, bitch.
they want to be stupid. They want all think that they smarter, right? You can
Exactly.
have a female. You can have a female, right? You can give her the option, right? You can be like, oh, me and you can just be fucking and doing our thing. And you can do your thing or whatever you doing with the dudes you talk to, whatever, right? We can have that understanding. You do your thing, blah blah. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. We do
Ooh, yeah.
that. What a female would do, they'll rather like tell you, no, I don't want it that type of style. I just want one person to settle down, blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly.
And then get in a relationship with you, and then fuck other mother.
Yeah,
And talk to other
exactly.
mother.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, yo,
I thought you don't
why?
cheat.
You get offered exactly what you wanted,
Exactly.
but you just didn't want that. You wanted to have control.
Yeah,
You want to be on your
you
terms.
wanted to have power over me.
Exactly.
Like you said, control. You wanted to have some kind of power over me. So and it's like it's like, and I tell whether women admit it or not, but I'm trying to tell you, women have a weird asphyxiation on
Mm,
power and dominating men. If women,
yep.
why you think women always trying to make men try to do like try to be like? You ever been with a chick that try to put like she like smacking you on your butt and or she
Right.
might try to put a finger
What's
in your
good,
butt,
Tay?
What's
do some
good?
crazy shit. Tay, what
What's
up,
up,
bro?
fellas?
What's good with you, my G?
Hey, man, been missing, man.
Sorry, y'all. I had to yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all like that,
Nah,
but
go ahead, bro.
Are you good, man?
I
We
had
ain't
to
seen you in a minute.
I had to go get some stuff from the store and all that. I'm just getting off work where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, man.
It's bright over there.
Yeah,
I know
it's
this is the space, right? Well, yeah. I don't know if they want to do the you know what I
hey,
mean? If the people
you want to the space out, man. Let
You
me see
want
what
to,
you're
hey, yeah,
working with,
all
man.
right,
you
let's do a
show the
little
Give us
world.
showcase
Yeah,
the
hold on.
space, the
showcase
new
your
spot.
shit.
Hold on.
They can't get to you anyways. You out there in
Hey,
Germany.
and it's unknown location for now,
Yeah, in the middle of
Hold
nowhere.
on.
Secret agent, KB,
off the grid.
off the grid.
Oh, is he about to come do this installation? Oh man, hold on, yeah. I'm over here doing a lot. My bad, y'all.
You
Nah,
good?
you
I didn't
good,
mean
man.
to interrupt y'all like that.
Nah, man, you good, man. I'm trying to see the place too, nigga. Like,
Hold
yeah,
on, hold
we
on.
on MTV Cribs now,
Trying to see
nigga.
what that be like.
We was trying to see what it be like out there in Germany when they
So,
twerking on it.
I still got stuff to do for the people out there. Still
Yeah.
waiting on my household goods. But
Yeah,
this is
Okay.
what I'm getting set up. Can I switch it? Actually, I don't know if I could.
you probably
You ain't got no
it might
back
be on
camera.
your device itself, where you can flip it or whatnot.
Sorry, y'all. I got somebody about to do some
Yeah,
work.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Hey.
and got the upstairs, downstairs.
Nah, I don't know
Yeah.
if I can. I could do this. So this
Yeah.
is
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. You could do that.
you know, I got, this the couch. Man, I wish I could show it a little better than this, but this is stuff I cop. This the couch set up. Y'all see
Yeah.
the vision though, right?
Yeah.
Y'all can see it. I got this table. Yeah, I got this. I'm waiting for the TV and all that, but this is the main part. I'm doing it. I'm doing it bit by bit, bit by
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Ain't no rush to it now. Yeah. That shit coming together. Out there.
Yeah, I
Bonjour.
already know. You heard that? You
Yeah.
did?
Bonjour. Yeah, man. Let them know.
Yeah. I was
Nigga.
Thought
about
we
to make
able
a
to
pro-
see the audience. I guess you can't see the audience from here, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to make another purchase earlier, but I heard Bo's voice in my head.
Hey,
Just hold off. I was itching. I was in that thing sweating. I'm like, man, I just want to have it set. I want to have it set up right so I could post up, you know,
Right,
because
right.
ain't too much going
Man, I
on where
got
I'm
the
at,
wine. Got the wine bottle popping.
you know. You know,
Setting the mood.
Yeah, that boy
you know
Getting
how
getting
the
to
that
get.
mood
get
right.
everybody get right, get right.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy
You
said,
know
come
how I
on,
do,
man.
man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So go ahead and show us kind of wine you drinking today then, since you about to pour up
Man,
on
I know it's
damn
gonna be some dry shit.
some dry shit.
that's some grown
Yeah.
man.
Hey,
Some grown man.
grown man
Okay.
shit.
You know,
Grown man shit.
but blow
Hey,
like that candy.
yeah,
Hey, I
and
like
Bo
it
like that
sweet.
sweet shit, bro.
I like it sweet in my mouth.
Oh
Come on,
Lord,
man.
no pause, bro.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
pause. Hey, y'all want to hear? Hey, should I tell them the story, man?
That nigga that said sweet,
What's the
he
story?
like sweet in his
Hey, when
mouth.
I had that surgery, man.
You had surgery.
I don't remember though. I remember you
Oh,
had.
okay. Remember we knew you at the we were at the British Club, man. I think we just got our we didn't get our fucking shit. We had just got our polos and
Okay,
whatever.
Yeah.
I tell the story about the when I had my surgery, when I got circumcised, man.
man. Yeah, I don't
And
remember what you
we'll
did.
say
You
for later
say
today.
something though?
Now you were saying pause. I said there was definitely gonna be a pause. There gonna be a pause day, a pause moment.
It's gonna be a pause moment.
You know what I'm saying? The whole story gonna be a whole pause,
The whole part
pause for the rest of the year.
for the year.
I almost made it there.
Yo,
So now y'all want to hear it? I can tell the story now. Let me see what the audience talk about. The audience, y'all want to hear the story?
yeah. You
Oh,
see,
you got a little audience in there?
if I say tell her to
That's
vote
it.
now. Let's see, bro, because I don't know. Now I don't even think we not even live, is we?
We live. I don't know. It's not on YouTube though. Maybe just live in Riverside, whatever.
And
But
they
I
could
ain't
just
see it
join
in
through
the
the audience on Riverside.
Hey,
yeah.
y'all, to the people out
How you
there,
want to
this
hear the
one was
story? Okay. So one of the audience, I don't know how many, cause we can't see who in the audience, whatever. We still
Yeah.
working that out. But anyway, so
Oh,
the
but it is
story, right?
somebody in the audience.
Yeah, it is. So there's somebody in the audience,
Okay.
right? So the story. So I had just got circumcised, right? So when you get circumcised, you gotta
Wait. Why are we telling this story now? What is this? What is this?
the audience asked. The audience asked. It started with a pause. It started with a pause. Y'all say, "Oh, y'all think that pause worked?" I got a story that's pause. Hey,
Go ahead.
hey.
Hit it.
So with
Go ahead
our
and
story,
continue.
y'all sure y'all want me to tell the story?
I mean, you could tell this story, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm
All
gonna tell
right.
you right
So
now.
we
I
ain't
don't
gonna
want
tell
the
the
story.
story. We'll save for another day.
Yeah. Say
Then.
that for
We'll
the next
save for
pause
another.
moment.
Hey, we'll say that for after hours.
that's for the OnlyFans.
Yeah, no,
That
that
Hey,
ain't
for
for
the
no.
only thing.
Say that for the
Hey, for the
next
OL.
pause moment. We can't give it
For
the
the
first
OL.
time on the very first pause though.
Yeah.
Intense shit. You gotta. That was the first one.
Hey, but listen. Question though, right?
what up.
Should it be frowned upon? It's about to get real. It's about to get deep. Not deep,
Nah.
but it gotta be
I'm getting
it's about to
excited,
get
man.
real combo, right?
Okay, let's
We about
go.
to enter into a real combo.
All right. You
So
just
should it
us in the
be
room?
frowned upon for a man paying for poom poom?
Hell no.
No,
How dare you? That's the most natural. That's the most natural thing ever.
you want to
One
know
of the
the. You want
very
to know.
first transactions I think is pussy.
But
You want to know
nachos.
the. You want to know the first answer though. You want to know the real answer. That's not on the multiple
Yeah.
Yeah,
choice.
what's the real answer? What's the real answer?
Everybody pays.
Yeah, exactly. I just
You
said it.
either you either pay. You either pay, and I'm not saying I did this for the audience. I'm just having a thought piece right here. But you either pay on the front end or you pay on the back end.
Which one
And then
cheaper?
the cost at the back end is
It's
more.
way, it's way. You
Yeah.
feel me? The back end is gonna cost you more.
Mm.
It's gonna cost you everything.
Me asking what's the house price, I'm already in. I know what the house price is. I pay the house price. But if you pay if I pay up front,
Right.
I know exactly what I'm getting. You feel me? When you pay on the back end, you don't know what you're getting. It could be anything in that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, but you pay. But I said this earlier when we was talking. You pay That's why I say women. I don't like women talking bad on women that prostitute and strip and shit like that and sell they sell. Because every woman
It's
sells they sell. You have
it's service
sold
for
yourself
service.
because your pussy is the only way of debit. The pussy is the only thing you have for
currency. That's
transaction.
currency.
Yeah, that's the only currency you got.
You just want to label it more. You just not. Well, you just said you just want to label it different because you're not all the way dedicated.
Exactly.
You need to stop being like. You need to be dedicated. You need to lean into it.
Yeah, you ain't that ground bottom yet. So you ain't had to get to the point where you have to go stand on that corner and say
Hey,
that.
what's up, man?
Like the grandma back in the day used to tell their granddaughters.
Oh, it's perfect.
Hey, as long as you got a pussy, you sitting on $40.
Exactly. Now listen, gospel, that's that church.
I'm getting some work. I should have, but I almost.
But the thing about it is, it's a service, man. Everyone pay for a service, long term or short term. Cause all is work for hire.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you long term for the rest of my life, or I just want you for a couple hours. Now,
I'm gonna tell you
your
like
price
this.
might for a couple hours, your price might be fiat currency. For the rest of my life, your price might be part of my assets, my resources.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still gonna have to pay a price depending on what you get for it. Do you want to? Is it worth it? Are you worth just a couple dollars for a couple hours, or are you worth being tapped into my resources?
I just want.
What am I getting for the price I'm paying? If I'm giving you access to my resources, what do I get out of you?
That's facts.
That comes with qualification.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Are you ready to get qualified to have access to these resources?
So exactly.
I'm here to save you. Nobody else coming for you, but I am.
It's just, I don't know.
I'll never take that long-term deal ever again in my life.
It's not a good deal. Don't even call it a long-term deal, KB. That's not a long-term deal. Deals
like
work out for both sides.
Contract for rappers again.
Yeah, that's a 360 contract, bro. That's the deal made with the devil contract.
100%.
Shake my hand. Come on, won't you shake a poor sinner's hand?
I gotta take that trash
out. You don't want to do that shit.
Hey, but think about it, it's always been there, even in nature, right? Have y'all seen this video where they talk about nature? This bird brought a piece of bread or something to the female bird. The female bird took the bread, turned around, and the male bird jumped behind and started fucking and shit. Like, in nature, man, you have to pay for play. Only for how you want to call it, you have to pay for play.
Yeah,
and they look at you and they price you. They look at how much is this motherfucker worth? How much is this motherfucker resource worth?
And
if you got a lot of resource, your value of your resources high, I'm gonna sell them some of that punani. That's why I can't ask you to say how much what's the price for your femininity.
Yeah.
How much you gonna take for your femininity? Yeah. Cause if your resource is up there, then they tend to learn to how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What is your price for shutting the fuck up?
Yeah.
If you broke, you don't get that. That's offensive. If you a broke motherfucker, that's offensive. How dare you tell me to shut the fuck up? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You don't
if
get
you motherfucker resource, you shut them a couple dollars, shut the fuck up. Okay, daddy. Okay, king. Now y'all mad at father tell you femininity. You always hear him say, once I find a man to put me in my femininity.
Yeah.
That's how they get put in their femininity.
That's what they say.
But the thing about it is, why would I want to deal with someone that I have to force to be in their femininity? That should be natural. But I can get a motherfucker that naturally in their femininity and willing to give me their femininity. Why I gotta train you how to be a woman?
But not only that, half of the times women who act like that and get guys, they end up being unhappy with the nigga that they with anyways, because that's not what they really want. They really want to. But women know that I don't know if alpha women, so say, or what women call alpha women.
That's not even a real thing.
Okay, that's why it was hard.
That's not even a real.
That's why it was hard for me to say that. You sound like what women call, because I don't know what it is. So it was just like, I call it women being in masculinity. Like you're just a masculine woman. You feel me? Like, okay, so if you're a masculine woman, which is cool, I think it's dope. It's hard for you to be with a very masculine man. Like, because men don't like being with men. It's just like
Exactly.
simple knowledge.
Simple
Men
fucking
like,
math.
yeah, like men like soft. We still like those type of women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We like women like that.
We like women.
Yeah, we like women, nigga. Like, yeah. So it's like the more you become like us, and the more we move away from you, now you're mad. Talking about, and that's why I don't like what women say, because it's always love me through everything, but they can't love you through shit. Love me through all my flaws and all my ups and downs, but when it comes to loving you through anything like your cheating, them bitches
Right.
give up. How dare you, bitch?
If your resources ain't right.
Exactly. No, yeah, if your researchers ain't right.
Do you
But
think that masculinity is on the decline?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
no, I think it's
I
on the
don't know.
rise. I think it's on the rise. I think it's on the rise.
I'm not
Yeah.
in tune enough.
The reason I think you said, do I think it's on a decline?
Yeah.
Okay, nah, I think it's on the rise because of everything that's going on. For a while, I think men will listen to it for a while. We sat there
Mm,
and took the beating, socially. Like everything that, women say is basically the law. But then after
right.
a while, a lot of men, what men can't stand is when something is not fair. And
Mm,
then when we recognize that what they were actually trying to do was not actually equality, it was more of dominance.
Yeah, it's a
And a
dominance.
lot of men don't want to be dominated in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, you kind of getting away, like you pushing it. Like today, for instance, I recognize something like, how you'll open a door or you'll move out of the way for a woman just instinctively. You know what I'm saying? But now the social contract is not there where it's like they have to even say anything, acknowledging that you even did that.
mm.
So y'all understand what I'm saying?
No, I
Yeah.
do. I do. I'm
Like
listening.
it'd be like, okay, just be like, okay, oh, thank you, or some type of acknowledgement that you did that. But a lot of that time, it's like they have this, and at
Expected
least
and shit.
it's expected, and there's no actual just courtesy on their
No
end. It's more
gratitude
so,
about shit.
yeah, it's like you're meant to be like a slave to them. Like they are the dominant one, and you need to be just thankful to be in their presence. You need to do this, that, and the third, but there's no reciprocal behavior. So I think a lot
What?
of men are being like, "Hey, I'm reclaiming my sovereignty. I don't feel like I
Mm,
have to do any of this stuff anymore because society doesn't. At least it didn't actually appreciate it. But I think with the rise of Trump and everything, I think it's back on the rise. And it's an example of somebody that doesn't really take anybody's BS and says what's on their mind,
right.
wrong, right, or indifferent. And I think a lot of men are sitting back and being like, I don't really have to apologize for anything. Like, hey, I didn't mean to offend nobody. Like, why am I sitting here tiptoeing around everybody? And I think, to be honest, Trump,
Soften up.
yeah, like he don't soften up for nobody. And I think that's causing people to be more unapologetic. You don't want to be just outright, you want to have your decorum and everything about, you know, everything, but it's to a point where it's like, man, I'm not gonna keep bending over backward. It's never enough for y'all anyway, so F it.
I said
I'm a
this earlier
man.
too.
This is my thought process on it.
Yeah,
Take it or
no,
fucking leave it. You know
you
what I'm
came
saying?
on late, bro, and said exactly what we were saying earlier about it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were
okay.
saying that they're never satisfied. We were saying this
Right.
is and I was saying that women think that we don't know them. And we do.
Yeah.
Who know we know you we almost know women better than they know themselves, but we just don't speak on everything that we know about them.
That's
Because
another thing to
everything don't
dive
need to
on
be
too.
stuck.
But before we dive on that, I will say I will disagree with one portion of it. I'll disagree with when you said men just care about being fair.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely
I think men don't care about being fair because we used to it not being fair. We
yeah,
know the world not
100.
fair. So we used to it not being fair. What I think we care more about is having the opportunity and not being restricted.
Yeah,
As long as we can have that opportunity and not have restriction bounded
yeah.
to restriction, then hey, we'll make it work out of that. Just give us that opportunity and not be restricted, and we good.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you gonna restrict us to this and not at least give opportunity, cause man, like if we live in an unfair world, but we're not gonna complain about it. We used to it. That's life. We
It
just
wouldn't
want that
change nothing.
opportunity and not to
Yeah.
be restricted, and we'll
Yeah.
make shit happen out of that.
Amen.
But to dive into but back to the next, so to dive into what you said that men know women more than they self, like you think about most shit when it comes to
Wait.
a lot
He
of
said
shit dealing with the
men
women
love women
body,
more than
right?
they love themselves.
Say what?
You said he said men love women more than men love themselves.
No, I ain't say that. No, I was saying that I was saying no, he had said that we care about being fair. And I was saying I don't think we do care about being fair because the word's not fair. We just care more about having the opportunity, not being restricted.
Yeah. Facts.
But to dive into the part where cause think about it, right? Well, especially with dealing with females, right? A lot of females. You could be talking to a female, and a female can have like multiple dudes she talking to, right?
She is.
Or she have other dudes talking to.
She is.
Man, we already know. We can go off of a certain action to know, like, of course she talking about L. Cause it's certain person first reaction. We know when a woman into you. She available. She don't go missing. This and that, whatever. But they think they're able to do certain things. They can disappear for between this hour and that hour and say, come up with this. And for men don't know. Like, men, we know you better than you think you know. So we just look at it like, okay, we see that. Now we already got noted. But we probably not mind shit. We still want to smash. Yeah. So we're going to go on with this story, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Until we complete the mission. But we'll let you think that you're smarter and we don't know shit.
Exactly. And we don't know shit.
Exactly. We know.
Because we're so smart and we don't look so far ahead that we know that we ain't trying to do nothing past a certain amount of time with you anyways. So I know, and that's why we start letting you decide what you want to do. So men are, like I said, we're the hunters. So we always are watching for what we prey on. So before I take my jump at a woman, I done been watched her. I done seen her one night, caught up, realized, hey, we both come to this club. Sit there and watched her a few nights and seen that, when these kind of men come with her, this how she act. When she with her friends, this how she act. You know, I might even scope out what kind of drink she likes so that when I'm ready to go shoot my shot, I'm always putting myself in a winning position. So even without, because like I said, I'm not just this handsome nigga. So even without my looks, I come already guns loaded. And it's an intelligent thing because you have to be able to read the room. You got to understand. And nigga, women, like I said, women, you just get to sit there and look good. You get to sit there, look good, and and that's why I say women don't got game. And that's why I said, like, women don't have to do nothing, bro.
None of it. They just sit there and receive.
Bro.
But we don't have a problem with it.
Exactly.
We just acknowledge it. We don't have a problem.
We just acknowledge it. Yeah.
It's just when you try to deny that's the fact of the matter.
Exactly.
Like, you're not saying we got an issue with it. We just saying that's the reality.
And we understand the reality of it. Like I understand the reality of it. Because like I said, women think they're so much smarter than us that they think we don't get the shit that be going on. Like we just be lost out here.
Yeah.
But that's another tool for them to use for them to need us. I mean, you mean for us to need them. Oh, y'all need us because y'all stupid. Like what? Like
I come from like, you remember them old TV shows and stuff like Married with Children. You look at the Simpsons, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
They show you a type of family where the woman is smart and the husband always dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
They present that to you.
Yeah.
And they present that to you, and you gonna having that type of vision of a picture that's how fathers is or husband is with them. Exactly. They the one that pay the bill and just dumb and stupid and just don't get it.
And the mom is really taking care of the whole house behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is you know what, my sister, she works in advertisement.
Yeah.
And she noticed it too. That particular thing, that's done on purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like whether we know it or not, all that stuff is subliminal.
Yeah.
Because to dumb the man down is to dumb the whole family down. Because they just want you to be in a specific, they don't want you to have to be able to sit around and have time to think. And they want you to think that that, that way of being is acceptable
Yeah.
Right.
as a man. Because if you're not thinking and you're just the breadwinner, then everything else is like, I don't know. Everything else, you're not paying attention to actually make real changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all
Like,
that stuff, I'm like, I noticed that years ago in all the commercials, like
of course.
everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, why they always making dudes look like complete morons?
Because women were the ones at home. So when you
Okay.
think about this now, you got to think about television. When television started getting going and radio talk, men were working. So women are the ones that listen to the radio all the time and
The
watch TV.
consumers.
Yeah, they're the
They are the
consumers.
main crime.
So I have to base whatever I'm selling off of you getting your wife to love it so she could go back and tell you how to, that, hey, you know, this product is this, and this, and it does this, and it's so one. You don't know because you're working and taking care of stuff. So
And you just sitting back like, okay.
why? And guess who else going to consume TV? The kids. I'm gonna point out
Mm.
everything for the kids. So the more the kids things want, the more the mom gonna want to get the things for the kids. When she go back to the dad, tell the dad about it because he's working, he's
It's
making
all
money,
economic.
bro. It's not, and this is not me being like, oh, we're smart. It's obvious, bro. It's obvious.
That's it.
Whether you
It
want to
is.
believe it's obvious or not, that's for you to do. That's your world. But it's obvious how it's set up, bro. Don't get it
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
twisted. They don't have to hide this shit, bro, because they
It's in the
already
open
made.
now.
Yeah, exactly. They already made you love it. So I don't have to hide this now because you love it.
Yep.
So why do I have to hide now? And that's what
Right.
I'm saying. When it come to these situations, bro, and why women, and I'm trying to tell you, women love, and we were saying this earlier, women want to be men because women see men as dependable. We rule the world. Men dominate the world. But women are so spiteful that any way to get there, they're gonna use it. And that's like what you were saying. Women want everything. So women will use any tactics and not feel any shame behind it or any because they have the excuse of being the less superior one, to being the one that was trampled and everybody left behind and rah. Come on, man.
But the thing about it is like, what I want them to realize is this. We are two different beings, but we come from them. They made us this way for a particular reason. We
Mm-hmm.
come from their bodies they made us men. You know what I'm saying? We come
Yeah,
from their womb.
that's
And I
Right.
want them
100%.
to understand I think what is being lost is they think that masculinity and femininity are both powerful things,
Of course.
Right.
are both powerful things.
Yin and
So
yang.
I think what happens is in the media, we're going to go back to the media again, is they put it to be like, okay, them turning to be abrasive and more masculine traits and all that stuff is the
Yeah.
way to go to succeed.
Yeah.
No, there's power in the femininity. There's power in your mom. You know, like especially, back in the days, like when there was enough for the man to work and then the wife to stay home, that money
Right.
went longer. But that role as a wife and mother was very, and still is, but it was very important and powerful and strong at the same time. Those women
Yeah.
had, those women of those times had stoicism.
Mm-hmm.
They were the one that they man leaned on, like for real, for real. Like you come home and your house is in order, like that's a powerful, powerful thing. Like, and nobody's saying that women cannot. They are who they are. They have the personalities. But what I don't like is when I feel like it's just like you're grabbing on to all these subliminal things and you're making that your personality and your shield from who you are naturally, probably most naturally are. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, even back in like ancient times from stuff that I've read, like during the tribes and all that stuff, the plains of Africa, and the men and stuff will go out and hunt, and the women and stuff, they were back in the village doing their thing. That was the natural
Raising
state
the
of
kid.
things. But that wasn't like a bad thing. Matter of fact, the balance was right. You know what I'm saying? But there's just so many things that are influencing everybody's mind all the time to make them think that that is a weakness. And I don't think that's weak at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think we got to because I don't know how to really square that though, because I'm like, I don't want to be seeming like I'm sitting there saying that women can't go into the workforce and do this and that type of job. That's not what I'm saying, but they
Right.
need to stop. I don't
No,
think that
what you're
that role
saying
should
is,
be shit on as well. I don't think that role should be shit on.
I feel like what you're saying is that if they take on that role, it's not that you can't take it. If you do
Yeah,
take it, it comes with certain masculinity energy that's just required for the position.
Right.
yeah,
Plain and simple. So the longer women sit in that masculine energy for years in a position, they're the consumer. So they're gonna consume that energy because women desire to be men. Like, at least some. I don't want to say all. But statistically women desire to have that position.
And
So
thing is, they sold that shit to the women
yeah, they're the
to
women. That's what I was
benefit
telling
the
you. Yeah.
motherfucking government. Now they
yeah,
can
because
get more money going to GDP. Now we
they wanted
got
to
men
expand the
and
tax
women working.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Think
we can
about it.
tax all y'all motherfuckers.
It's usually the men that's gonna not let their kids watch some kind of shit. Moms let their kids watch anything just because they just
Whatever
wanted
the
to
fuck
be
they want.
entertained. They wanted to be entertained, not bothering them. Men, we
Right.
won't let our kids watch certain shit, and it's not like the shit like how women. Oh, sex, fuck all that. We're not gonna let people tell our kids some shit and then they run off thinking that it's true. So we
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
won't. We don't let them follow certain content people, not because of silly shit, because they can listen to silly shit all day, because that's what kids do. But
Yeah,
when you start pushing narratives into kids' heads, I'm not gonna let you just paint this narrative in my kid's head. If that's not
but
what I want him to be raised and what him to, you know what I'm saying? That's what
and
men
that's
do.
that masculinity. Yeah, that's that masculinity part, and I think that's why we're always in the black community the test subjects to the stuff that they want to do at large in the wider society
Yeah,
because we just carry that type of energy. What we do and our music, everything, our swag, everything
yeah,
is the way society goes.
yeah.
So that's why they started in and experimenting with us doing these things, attacking us with the music, our social stuff and all that. And you see where our community has went when that balance is off.
Well,
And that's why society at large is messed up
and
because
I,
they started with us and it went out to the dominant society.
well, and me just keeping it between women and men and how the relationship refers to them. Women just like I said, women are just not as smart as we are smarter than women think we are. Let's just say that. We are smarter than women think we are. And
Mm.
we're so because we're raised in this atmosphere of having to use logic, we got to a point where it's like, I know she lives in a fantasy world. I know she lives through feelings. So why would I even waste my time? We treat them like a child. Like, I'm not, why tell her all of this when I know this all she really cares about? So in order to save me having a headache or save
Right.
some of this or save me some of that,
Right.
I'll just do, it's like we
You gonna
know,
top
bro.
off here. It's your match
Yeah,
right
bro,
here.
I'm gonna give a,
There's no need to explain on
it's
what I
no
went
need
through
to get in
today. There's
depth
no
with
need
this,
to
bro.
talk about what
There's
I
no
gotta
need to
do
try
this
to,
here. It's what you need to know. Right here, what you need to know.
because men like peace. I don't care how bad a bitch is. Like, and I tell people this all the time, bro, and I mean this shit. I don't care how bad a bitch is. If a bitch don't give me peace, I would let a bad bitch, I don't care if it's Rihanna, the baddest
Mm.
bitch on your list, if she brings chaos and drama to you all the time, I'm not saying I won't fuck her, but I'm telling you I ain't finna make her my chick because I don't give a fuck about all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you not bringing that peace, your value going down anyway. You not as bad. If I look at you, you bad as hell, but you let loud and not bringing peace and all that shit. Your shit drop anyway. I'm start looking at you
Yeah.
different anyway.
I'm not saying you can't bring fun. Because women be so stupid. This how I know women ain't so. we're not saying that you can't be fun and we can't do things, but you can't be a burden on me. Like, you just can't come and think that because you look good or your ass fat or like, I don't know what it is. You can't think that that's enough to let you ruin my peace. And you gonna ruin my peace and get my money? Nah, yeah, y'all tripping, nigga. Y'all niggas is tripping. And I be telling people like, I love women, bro. I know I'm a narcissist, but I really do love women, bro. And I want the best for them. I just can't fake it with them, bro. I ain't finna, like, we can be cool, but I don't. But see, what women don't understand is, like, I like women, but I don't need to have women friends. Because I seen how women be friends to other women. And I don't want that shit.
Let me ask you this though, Trey. Let me ask you this though, right? So when you have a situation / relationship or whatever you're going to call it these days, do you have certain requirements that you have by them, like certain do's and don'ts that you have for
a girl
your lady,
to talk
your
to
lady
me?
friend? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I always tell people this. The shit that I would let my, like, just a regular female friend and we have no kind of ties
Now it's
together.
somebody you on the regular.
Oh, this was some chick I'm fucking
It's
with
someone,
on the
it's your
regular.
lady, it's your close lady, it's somebody that you dealing with on the regular.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
What about you, Tay? When you have someone, a lady friend that you're dealing with on the regular, do you have a certain qualification, rules, and do's and don'ts that you have for them? There are certain things you require them not to be able to do and can do.
But say if I was to be in that situation,
Speaking generally,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just certain rules. Can't really think of nothing, man. I
I
mean,
know
I'm not controlling at all, man. That's just my personality.
I'm not. I'm labeled as controlling, so I might be controlling. I
You know,
have
I'm
shit
not
you
like
just
you could
can't do,
do
I mean,
and my
exactly,
like
because I feel like even with just friendships, there's some shit you just can't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But thing about with friendship, like if I got like female friendship, whatever, I can either cut them out, so it's not really intact. But
but
if
I
I'm
could
fucking with you
easily
on the
cut a
regular,
chick
there's
that
certain
I'm
shit you
fucking
can't
with.
do. Like
But I'm
if I let's say if I'm out, right, and we at
yeah,
a party, whatever, right,
yeah.
and you fix me on plate, and I got a homeboy next to him, you don't fix that motherfucker plate. Let's go through me first. If I say go
But
fix
just
on the
don't be out
plate,
here
then you fix the
fixing
plate.
plates without.
You
Don't
ain't
be
out here
fixing plates
fixing
without
motherfucking
hollering at
plates.
me.
You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
not
If I gave you the
you're not a
green
plate
light to
fixer
make,
in that motherfucker.
yeah. If I,
Now, if you at the crib, you at my crib and shit,
yeah,
we chilling. Now they'll go, then you fix our plate, cool with her, right? But
yeah,
my thing is, there's certain shit. Oh, you got a conversation for. There's certain conversation you can be a part of, certain conversation you can't be a part of. You know
now
what I'm
I agree
saying?
with certain of that. I'm not.
That there's a certain way to move. There's a certain way to move.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
you
yeah.
speak when you're spoken to.
Speaking when you spoke,
There's some such you can put in on. But if you want to touch on this per subject called taking private out for like the
my bad,
subject.
y'all. I'm back.
How you got that? The subject that we at my crib way back in Bahrain, the shit that we talk about at the crib be some fucking straight up man and shit. So if you ask my female, if that's my lady or whatever, you might not want to jump in this fire.
yeah,
You might, if you jump in that fire and you can't hold your own, cause I'm probably gonna eat your ass up too.
yeah.
Oh
Especially if
man,
you're on
that
the
man
wrong
go.
side of it.
He goes there with them conversations, man. I be
All
sitting
the
there
time.
like,
Listen, I know.
but and he don't stop. He gonna keep. I be
Listen,
like,
I'm the
he
kind of
gonna
person.
stop.
I'm the different nigga. I'm the different nigga that don't like never. So I'm always having raw conversation with women about this stuff because of how I think so different than regular niggas. Because you got to realize, I never wanted to have a chick. Like, I don't. That's not my ideal thing. I'm talking about
And
since a
that's always
kid.
gonna bother him too. That always gonna bother female. The fact that
That's
you don't
all,
want a
bro.
chick,
That
that's
shit.
always gonna bother them.
Bro, that shit make them mad as mo.
Wait,
Because
trap. You gotta dig into that, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
Now, you want to finish your thought, man? I don't want to cut you off.
Okay, so like
But
when I
why
was
don't you want a chick?
okay, I'm gonna tell you when I was young, I
We're gonna
remember
get to okay.
I mean, we can talk this shit because this is men. We talking to each other. So listen, I grew up rough, bro. Like I didn't grow up in a loving household. Like my mom wasn't that over dotting mother. She had to
Right.
work. She was always gone. My dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And then most of the men that I interacted with was street niggas in the street or some random dudes that my mom was dating throughout our life.
Mm.
I went and made a relationship with my dad, but I was way smarter than what I was. I was always been smart. Like I always kind of understood shit at a young age because my mom had me do stuff that I was supposed to do when I was supposed to be a kid, but I had to take care of shit. We had other kids. My mom was by herself. I had to be the adult.
Right.
So I started to understand things as an adult at a younger age.
Mm.
And the one thing I realized that I done looked around my whole family and only seen one, maybe two relationships that actually stuck together. Everybody else done
Yeah.
divorced, been with multiple, by this time, people on marriages, multiple men. That shit ain't for me. Like, I looked at it as a restriction. I wanted to be free. My dreams as a kid, bro, I wanted to be a marine biology so I could get away. I wanted to travel. This shit is confining to me. This is nothing but, like, this wasn't what I wanted. Even at a young age, I knew that. That's why I was into, like, the sea and the ocean, because I wanted to get away. I never wanted to be, like, so as I got older and I never seen happy relationships, I was like, why would I be married? And I told my mom that at 4 years old, I said, I'll never. She was like, oh, you gonna get married? I'll never get married. I was like, I never want that. I didn't want kids, nigga. I didn't want kids as a kid. I didn't want nothing holding me back from being the greatest
You
I
don't
could
want
be.
that restriction. You want no
I don't want that
restriction.
restriction of nothing, bro. I wanted complete
Man,
freedom. I wanted to be able to go where I wanted to go. I wanted to be able to do what I wanted to fucking do whenever I wanted to do it. And so when I always thought that a woman would hold me back. I never seen them as somebody that could get me to something. Because through the history of my eyes, they always needed something. Men have to go out and get it themselves. They always got to need something from somebody or someone or somehow and do something this way and get to complain about it. And the nigga just got to go out there and figure it out. And that's what I did. And shout out to my mom because she was a strong woman. She held us down.
Shout out
But
to Jackie.
but you know, my mom knows. She know I talk like this. Like I talk like this with her. And I'm just like, bruh, I love women because I like what they give to me. And I think they're very fascinating creatures because of the way they think. That's fascinating that you think that way.
Right.
That's amazing. Because I look at them like kids, like, oh, they're so cute. They haven't experienced real life yet. And the women are always stuck in fantasy. They don't know how to they cannot leave the matrix. They can't unplug because it was built for them. They control everything. Women are there to see the life. They control shit. So we give the information to women. Women consume it at mass numbers, bro. Women consume information like it's ungodly how fast women consume information and then turn it into a product and push it out to you so that you could pay for it.
Right.
It doesn't cross your mind because they make it look so simple, bro.
But as long as you set the structure, you in charge of setting the structure.
Yeah, you just the foundation. Yeah, you just the
and they can
foundation
take care
maker.
of the rest.
Yeah,
That's why you always, whenever you're a man that's not tasking your woman for shit, she gets bored. Then she get controlling. Then she start wanting to run shit. Then she want to start wearing the pants. To ease her mind from being bored, you always gotta be tasking with shit. Here, make this. I need right here. Make that better. Use your creative mind frame.
Exactly. Think about this. Women are like bees. You got a queen bee. She sit at home, do nothing. All the men do everything. They build the home. They go get the honey. They bring it back. They take care of the kids. They do everything. They defend the home. That's what women are.
Right.
Women are something she feels like, and in some cultures, that's why women, the queen is more powerful. Queen, she's going to bear the heir to the future of this kingdom. The king is just a social figurehead. He's just keep everything in structure, make sure nobody just don't come slap the bitch and take the shit from him. I'm just saying, like we having men talk right now.
I disagree.
Well, tell me why. Tell me how.
Depending on what format.
Tell me how. Tell me how.
Because
Tell me.
you said the queen is the what? It's the
No, I said that in some cultures, they believe that women can be head. And I say, like, that's why you have a person like Queen Elizabeth,
right,
who's been in charge of England for so long, because they believe that. Listen, I'm just saying they believe that because she's the person to bear the heir to the next rightful ruler in that kingdom, because she's looked at as the heir, she's very important.
Right.
I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what they believe.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree with them.
Yeah.
The thing about it, you're an heir, right? You said the heir. That means whatever you got is given to you. So the fact that you're an heir, you just giving it. So somebody get that shit to you. So in order for a queen to be queen, she gonna need the king to nominate her as the fucking queen. You can't be a queen without a fucking king. So when you out here queening these bitches that ain't got a king, no. You're a motherfucking, what they call them, a motherfucking,
a serf.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want to call them, motherfucker. You want them,
Court jester.
Yeah, you want them ladies of the night. You want ladies of the night.
You're a concubine.
Yeah, concubine.
You're a concubine.
No, you can't self-announce yourself as a queen without having a king. A king can make anyone a queen.
Yeah, that's logic.
Right.
Women don't live in that.
So if you out here, you have an heir to it, it's given. A king is what gonna run this shit.
So, Bo, you trying to tell me you ain't never seen no women be like, oh, my son, my prince, my son, he gonna be a king. He the heir to the. Women are delusional, bro.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, I seen that. And that's why I said,
I just want to make sure me and you on the same page.
You can't be a queen without a king. That little nappy-headed motherfucker is not a prince. He's a bastard.
He's the bastard child.
He's the bastard child.
He's the bastard child.
You go back to that king, that man, that baby daddy, and that king, so he can make you a queen, and then that little nappy-headed bastard can become a prince. Until then, let the daddy go back to have his son.
What's so crazy is that women don't understand. Hey,
let him have custody of his son.
Yeah, let that man have custody.
So he have a fighting chance.
So he got a fighting chance.
That man said nappy-headed bastard.
Hey, listen, man. You watch Game of Thrones. You know what we're talking about. Exactly, nigga. You know what a bastard child is, dog. Like, come on, man.
Damn.
The king, just because the king fuck you and threw you to the side don't mean that he's now no longer the king. And you was a queen.
Just the king get you pregnant don't mean you a queen.
Now you the concubine. Now you in the West Wing.
And just because you fucked a fucking female and got her pregnant, this and that, don't make you a king neither. And just make you a motherfucker out here getting this motherfucking concubine pregnant and having little bastard kids.
Yep. That's facts.
But don't get it twisted. We love bastard kids. Women love bastard kids. Women will be quick to leave a man and go have another kid with another man in the heartbeat. And then they turn around and blame the daddy. Your daddy left you a bastard. What, bitch? Your
dad ain't shit.
Your dad ain't shit. Bitch, you took him out of my life. You said I was fucked up and thread, and you. But I'm saying this is how the world is going through the women. That's why they have these right movements. That's why the women get these things, because we don't have to worry about men, because men are too busy out doing. The people who consume this are the women and the children, bro. And the society has been built off of women consumption at a high rate. What they like, don't like. Women know about perfume and design and stuff because they got the time to care.
And that's why they always need guidance, because women make terrible decisions.
Facts.
They're terrible at decision making.
Tell me where I'm wrong at, though, bro.
That's why you need that male figure in your household, in your life, making that decision.
I don't think y'all, hey, man.
Tell me where I'm wrong, bro. And I swear we could call real conversation, bro. And I love women. But I'm
Love
just
them.
saying, tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me who
But we
consumes.
always know.
Even now, bro, women and kids consume the most social media. That's why they're so. That's why. Think about it. How many stories you heard of grown men going and killing themselves because somebody bullied them on a real grown man? It's usually these teens who was raised on the internet. Us older men, niggas in their 30s and older, can't nobody on social media punk them. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, cause we just grew up in a different area where we had to do shit physically
We
to
grew up
people
in the area where motherfucker bullied your ass in real life.
in real life. Like,
You gotta
nigga,
sit there every day on
I
that
bully.
damn bus and
Yeah,
motherfucker
nigga,
take
like, you can't bully me on no social media, bro. But
some
you
shit I
gotta
can cut off.
realize women and kids consume it so much. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, everything's for women. Don't ever think that nothing that this shit
And you
does
know
is for
what
us.
though? The reason a father figure, a male figure is so important in a household. If you ever go to a single mother household that have kids and daughters and shit,
Mm-hmm.
you ever notice she got the little daughters, they always run around little fucking short song, motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
like underage and all that shit. And just walk around like it's nothing.
Yeah,
It's the mother is living through them kids. So it's a
of
male figure.
course.
Yeah, go in there and lay some fucking boundary. Like, oh, go put some fucking clothes up.
Yeah.
The fuck you walk around here looking like that for? Why the fuck
What are you
you
trying to?
buy all this fucking shit?
Yeah.
Don't be
Yeah.
walking around there like that. Put some fucking clothes on
Man. And
and wash
you
these
know,
fucking dishes.
and since I got traumas from a kid, like I said, so I never wanted to be in a relationship. It's hard for me to be in a relationship because, like, bro, I'm gonna tell you, real guy, this shit happened to me multiple times. I'll be with a chick, no problems. We having the best time, been together maybe 3 months, and I just wake up in one day and be like, yo, why are you here? And she literally
You
looked
have a
at me and she was
delayed
like,
PNC.
she literally looked at me and said, the fuck is you talking about? I'm like, you
Yeah.
ain't done with this? You ain't had enough? You still like this? And she was like, Trap, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, of course I like this. Why would I like it? I'm like, bro, because I had, like, but I know me. Like, it was cool for a while, bro.
Right.
But it's just like, I started to notice we was doing relationship shit. Like, and I'm in
Yeah.
my mind, I'm like, damn, how we got here? I'm caught up, like, shit.
Just
Wait, we doing relationships. I'm pretty much
yeah.
her boyfriend. Because when people start going around calling y'all, oh y'all, y'all calling y'all boyfriend, girlfriend because they see y'all together so much, it made me
Mm-hmm.
realize, nah, I just was fucking this bitch. I'm tripping. But she cool. So it's like, damn, she cool, bro. I've been fucking on this bitch and she done lulled me into this sister. She's so cool that I ain't realized that this bitch really done lulled me into a relationship. And
She
now
lined
Okay.
you. She lined you.
yeah, she done
She
got me.
lined you.
She done hit me with the
She
whammy,
lined.
bro. She done been cool, and you smoke, boom, and you just don't. I'm in. Next ain't no, I've been fucking the bitch. Next ain't no like the bitch at the house all the time, or I'm in her crib all the time. Or, it's just like she just always with me. Then I realize I'm having these relationship arguments and I'm so caught up
Relationship
because
problems and
yeah,
shit.
and I'm like, wait, hold up, I'm not in a relationship. Like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about? And I'm like, bro, you know what? This shit ain't working. So I try to be cool and be like, yeah, you still want to do this? Try to give them the chance to be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you know what? I'm done. I'm sorry. Like, I'm tired of you. But now I gotta be like,
What you about to
because
do?
I'm always the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy. But in reality, she was kind of done with me too. Like, she
Right.
realized that it was coming to an end. She just
Mm.
wanted it to go long, but she realized. Like, and now I'm the bad guy because now somebody has to sit here and say enough is enough.
Yeah.
Somebody has to say enough is enough, and I can't, because I know me, I'm a snap. Like, I'm gonna be like, I can't do it, bro. Like, and then I'm gonna end up not cheating. I'm gonna end up breaking with you anyways. But I'm probably been done
Yeah.
talk to another couple of bitches for a little while, trying to, cause and I'm cool. But see, I'm cool with breaking up and being cool with each other. And fucking
Right.
every now and then when you can't find, like,
We need to borrow some dick.
when you need a quick dick line up and I'm safe. I'm willing to do that for you because I tell girls all the time, bro. Because I'm not trying to brag, bro. I rarely have shot my shot at women.
Right.
Most women come holler at me for
Mm.
whatever reason. And what else? But like most time I don't, cause bruh, I don't want to spend my money on you. I'd rather you come spend your money on me. That's why I need an older woman. I want someone who want a little chocolate thing to take on their own and we go do some fun.
Take care of them and shit.
Come on, yeah,
braid
bro.
your hair and shit.
Bro. Because like I said, I never
ladies,
grew up
this
with
is what
that.
you're dealing with out here.
Yeah,
when I be telling motherfuckers like, listen, I know what's out there. You're not gonna get no better than me. You're not gonna get better than me. I'm telling you what's out there. I'm telling you what's out there. You think you're gonna get better than me? You're not getting better than me, baby.
What I told him on that other podcast about, I say, listen, the reason I go to the strip clubs I go to, because if you make it to where I'm at, I already know I know who you are. If you made it to me in the strip clubs that I frequent, I know you down bad. You at $40. $40. If a bitch ever meet me and see me in real life and it's not, just know that this person could be a possibly $40 transaction. That's what I'm praying for.
So let me ask you this though, because you don't like the long term, you prefer the short term transactions. Let's call it that.
Transactional relationship.
I don't want to say I don't like the long ones.
Oh, but I'm gonna say you enjoy it. Well, okay. Do the short term transaction chicks? Let me ask you. I'm asking. The short term transaction chicks kind of be cool, do they?
They do. Like when I say
why you think that is?
I like the way you word it, bro. Instead of just saying strippers and prostitutions and
hey man, I'm trying to
I feel you though. I respect though, but and I'm gonna tell you why they're cool. Because that's what people don't know. They have no choice because when you come from a place where it's fucked up, if you ever been fucked up, bro, like I don't think people really know what I mean when I say, have you ever been like fucked up? Me and Bo been fucked up, bro. Like we've been in a situation where we don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna have to make it happen. So when you meet people who done been through some kind of shit, and I ain't saying what kind of shit it is, because you can go through a lot of different type of shit and still, but you just, I feel like you built a little different. You see things a little different. You handle things a little different. You value things a little more when you get them.
Also with the short, what you call the short-term transaction?
Them enterprises.
Yeah,
them enterprises.
Transactions. They real
we're
people.
Gonna call them,
they're cool because
we're going to call them enterprises.
Yeah,
they're cool
real
because
people.
Also, it's their job. They've been doing that most of their life. It's their job to be cool. It's their
so you think they're not
to
actually cool? They putting on them front?
No. Here's the thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, right? They can relate to you because they understand you.
Yeah.
Just how you get out the mud.
They've seen so many men.
Yeah.
They had to get out the mud from as close as they can, right? Because it's still just pussy, just fucking with it, right? But they got out the mud. From their point of view, they got out the mud as well as they can relate to. They understand the importance of a man.
Exactly.
Their whole job evolve around the man.
Of a man. Yeah.
If there's no man that can't get pussy and needs some ass, they don't have a job.
Yeah.
So their job is to satisfy a man. So they come with their femininity. They know they have to be soft. They know they got to be able to please the man.
They know they got to be
job.
soft. They know
if they're not soft and please the man, they don't get a surround trip. They don't get a trip back here.
And sometimes you find the women
and they have to know a man to manipulate it. You might be a type of man that'll beat the fuck out of a woman when she act crazy.
True.
She might have to be able to control you.
Yeah, she might have to be able to control your rage. Yeah.
So that type of character, it comes with it.
Talk that talk. Yeah. Talk that talk, bro. My nigga saying some good shit, bro. Yeah. So women, and that's why they're so cool, because you got to realize these women, their whole job is to sell you your fantasy. You come in there, you find what you like, and then now it's her job to take you down the rabbit hole.
And she's gonna be like this the best. She gonna fuck you like this the best dick she ever had in her life.
Her job is to take you so far down that rabbit hole. When she throw that pussy up, it look like sunshine, because it's nothing but darkness.
Call it sunshine.
Yeah, that's her job, and they're good at it, bro. Because you got to realize she's done talked to so many men who they done bared their real heart to her, bro.
Yeah,
real men where they couldn't go talk to nobody else. They went to the strippers' ears. That's why niggas pillow.
Do you think they actually care? I'm not saying in a facetious way. I'm really asking. Do you think they're actually caring? Do you think okay? Do you think after a long time they might actually care about you,
No,
or is
here's the
it
thing
still
though, right?
always about the bread?
I think somewhere between the beginning, they fell for it before, and the motherfucker fucked them over, and they went back to and doubled down on the not giving fuck. But the thing about it is, they got a mission. They care as long as the money involved. Long as the son with the situation is involved, they can care all you want. But the thing about
So
it, there's
it's not a
great.
real
It's
vibe.
not a fantasy. It's a fantasy. Even when they fucking you, they oh my kid, all that shit. It's a fantasy because they know that's what you want. They're a performer. I remember I was at it one time before, right? And
Yeah.
she said shit that clicked in her head and said,
An
"Sorry,
enterprise
I had
agent,
a." She said, "Sorry, I had a bad performance tonight."
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
I
appreciated
had
that, didn't you?
That's
Yeah.
appreciated because
Respect.
they performance. It's not
Yeah.
real. That's a performance. It's up to for your ego. A woman job, you know, it's the femininity and to control your ego.
It
I think
just
the fact, like, and this is bringing it full circle
yeah, I'm
because
about to say we about to bring it full
all
circle,
they
bro.
all they doing the signee,
Mm,
the free they doing everything a long term contract will do, but in a shorter period of time.
right. And the thing about it is they'll appreciate you.
Let me ask you this question, bro, and I want you to look at it from this point of view. Say you go to the strip club. If you live in that town, you're gonna be able to go there a lot, right? Because you live there. But you might can't go there as much if you have a girlfriend or a wife that might not allow you to take your talents there on a regular basis.
Right.
But you got to realize a lot of people that go to strip clubs, bro, don't even be from that city, don't even be from that town. So you got
Right.
to realize that if I'm a trucker, I pulled in because I got to drop a load. I only got about 2-3 hours. I'm gonna go bullshit up here at the strip club. Boom. He come in. He been on the road for a couple of months. He got a couple of bands. They make good money. You go up in there. Them women don't know that you're not a let's just use Jacksonville. You're not a Jacksonville nigga, so they don't really know how to perceive you because you from somewhere else. But women know men because they consume stuff. And men buy what women consume. So boom, she see you a swag, she check you in, you come in and men like to talk to women, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, I know this. Strip club men go bare their heart. You go in there, you see a pretty bitch, and she come over and start feeling you and giving you that right kind of fantasy, bro. You're gonna tell her everything. You know, I watch niggas do it all the time. I'm a strip club veteran, nigga. Like I've been going to strip clubs so long, bro, and that's really all I
Hey,
do.
Yep.
I've only been to like 2 or 3 strip clubs in my life, my bro. I gotta fucking
Shit,
go to one with you.
I've been going to yeah, fuck yeah. Come on, bro. Yeah,
I gotta
one of my
fuck with
best
it.
friends. Shout out to my nigga Blow. His wife told me to come get him and take him to the strip club because he has always been a good guy and he don't do shit like that. But I'm the strip club friend, bro. I'm the one that's gonna always go to strip club. So
And what?
I know how it is when strip clubs get in because I got a lot of cool friends, strip club girl chicks, and I done lived my success in strip club, gentlemen clubs. Like most of the women that been in my life, um, has been from a strip club or some way form, some kind of exotic
So
entertainment.
you do form like a real bond with them. Like that's possible. That's
Yeah,
highly
yeah, they
possible.
human beings, nigga.
It's a business fund.
Yeah, but
I
it's
know. I'm talking.
no,
It's
but
Hey, I'm
I know
business
what
talking.
you
I'm talking. I'm
I know what you
talking.
mean. But you saying is it possible for those people who sell dreams and is for it never to be business? Yes, because there's still women and they want some man to come save them. But what Bo is telling you that it comes at a price, so it's always a
Because they're getting
price
that
to it.
bag. They're getting a real
Yeah,
bag in there.
I really it's
Everything
girls.
costs.
Yeah, I feel say, bro, they really like you. Like I got some stripper, some women that really like me, and they're stripper, really like me, like fucks with me the long way, wouldn't
But
mind being,
only you gotta have that money to make it real.
but
It's
they
not
know that.
reality if there's no money involved.
Yeah, and it's not reality because, like, nigga, because most of them, you got to realize, most strippers, and I don't know if you know this because you say you don't go a lot, but most strippers are not doing this for the love of stripping, nigga.
Right. And most of them see men as disgusting. They'll tell you, men are disgusting. They go there. Then the same men that pay them, even the OnlyFans bitch, the same men that paying they fucking lifestyle, this and that, they look at them as disgusting. They would never talk to these motherfuckers. They say, would you ever think into your subscriber? No, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
but listen, this is the reality of it. that I know so well. There's way more women that fall to the lower tier of niggas in this profession than rise to the higher tier and get them like a rapper nigga or some rich nigga to take them up out of there. Most of them have to work another job, figure it out another way. And it's like I say, it's a lot of strip clubs. If you go look up strip clubs in your city and your places just and start looking up strip clubs, you'll see it's like it'll be sometimes 3-4 strip clubs within the same on reach of each other. Nigga on this block, on that block, on this and this one, got this kind of thing. So women is way farther that they fall to the point. And this is what I'm trying to say, being realistic. And this is just how women don't even know themselves. Like, sooner or later, women gonna give up. Women, they don't have that fight to the end of time because everything's on a time limit for them. Having kids is on a time limit. So that's gonna make a lot of other things on their life have to be on a time limit. You see, men don't have no time limit. Men cannot not stop shooting sperm and getting somebody pregnant. Women can stop having babies. Women can stop looking good after a certain round. Women titty can start looking nasty. Their ass could be flat. Their stomach could get fat. Their face could get big. There's a lot of things that can stop them from being whatever they were but that when they were at the pinnacle of their. And I'm talking about not just strippers, but women. But think about this. And I'm trying to get you to look at it through the stripper's eye. She only has a certain amount of time to be able to get what she can get from this situation. So it's business transaction. No matter what, it has to be business transaction because I can't do this forever, even if I did want to, nigga. Because niggas don't like old bitches. Niggas like young fantasies. You can get a little love if you're an older one, but sooner or later, but just like as a man body, a woman body not gonna last long. You can't keep stripping. You can't keep flipping up there. You can't keep doing that.
Time limit.
So it's only long. I'm just being honest. So sooner or later, they're gonna settle. Because if their schooling didn't pop, if their side hustle didn't pop, if not, and we're just talking about real statistics. How many people you think business who doing that kind of work become successful and live a great life?
They go back to where they know the business they know, and that's men, manipulated men.
Selling pussy.
Yeah. Or getting a motherfucker
or working at McDonald's or working at
permanent body shit. They ain't gonna work at McDonald's. They gonna work your ass.
Yeah. But that's what I said.
The first thing they know how to do
is selling pussy because it's the oldest thing in the book. But now women find different ways to sell it because of social media. I don't have to go stand on the corner and sell it. I got an app that I can make up and have men send me money through and send pussy shots or meet them at this spot. It's a lot safer than it used to be because that's how Jack the Ripper got off back in the days because he could just go catch bitches standing on the corner selling that pussy. That's how bankburn it was. But I'm just saying, it's women. It's some they love you and they fuck with you because I got real close homegirls that strippers and my homeboys got real close homegirls that strippers that they fuck with. But I'm just saying it's always gonna be money, and it's always money with women. Is what I'm trying to get you to understand. There's never a point in time when your resources, like Bo like to call it, doesn't come into play with a woman. It's never gonna be off the strength of the love, nigga. And I'm just gonna let you know. Women like that's why I say women. Women don't love unconditionally, nigga. It's always at a condition. Yep. Men are the only ones that love unconditionally. Because we can't, and the reason we can love unconditionally is because we're the most conditioned person. There's always a condition with us with everything we do as a male, especially as a black man. But as a male, there's always conditions no matter what you work. You got to go out and work a job, and there's conditions that you have to do for this job to be able to succeed to the point where you need. You can't stay in this neighborhood because you don't fit the skin coloration or the outward appearance or something. Like there's always conditions as a man. You know what I'm saying? Women get sheltered by staying in the house. And men don't want women to have to go through this. That's why men did a lot of the hard labor out there. And women didn't know how rough it was. And so you ever seen the old TV shows where the husband come home and he's angry and the woman just doesn't know why and she's just trying to figure and calm him out like, you ever seen those old white shows where they do that?
Yeah.
And then the man's trying to explain to her, and she doesn't. I don't know computers, Robbie, but you shouldn't be like. That's real shit. That's really how the world because men protect women from what's really if we're having a
comfort.
war, women didn't know about, but you don't want to know how women found out about a war because men would not tell them through TV. They start showing it on TV. Women start realizing, and then they start panicking.
Yeah.
Because women never knew what went on in the wars. They never knew, because information, men, that's just not something that men talk to women about back in those days.
Because even if they did talk about what good would it do, it just
What
make
good
it
would it
worse.
do? Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you're going to
yeah.
bother me about this. I'm already thinking about the shit I got to go through with this. You just going to add extra fucking stress on me talking about the shit that you can't fix.
That we
It's
can't do
whining
nothing about.
complaint. Now I got to deal with this and your ass whining about the shit.
Yeah. So I'm just saying it's full circle, bro. Is when I say come back to full circle. That I'm not a motherfucker can't sell me no dream when I can see the reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's no matter how you cake it up for me. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be in relationships. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying as men, we should always be very meticulous because women have got away with being able to just, and then that's why you got fucked up, baby. So when you tell me, hey, man, I ain't gonna fuck with a woman unless she does this, this, and this, as you should. Why should you just be out here taking anything? How dare you? Who are they? Who are they to tell you to take them?
They not finna take anything.
Yeah, they not finna take anything. How the fuck should you turn around and just take it? Like, bro, I always been that kind of nigga because, like I said, I never wanted to be in a relationship anyway. So it's like, man, you think I'm finna accept her just because you say I supposed to accept you? Bitch, you don't accept me just because if it was, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Yeah, and then women don't understand that pussy ain't everything no more. The value of pussy is damn near dirt cheap.
Free.
And it's women's fault that it's like
I can
that.
go on X right now and see what I need to see.
Women made it like that though. And then they tell men we so fucked up, but like I said, women consume everything. Women hate other women so much because it's a cat fight, it's a scratch fight. So most time men just sit back and watch women do women shit. Think about it. How many times you don't sit back and if you did had a girl and you watched her and her friends and you just if you went out with her, you know how every now and then your girl wants you to come out with her friends and you might be one or the two other guys there and you just sit back and watch how they interact with each other. Have you ever done that?
And you realize how fake the motherfucker
Yeah, it'll tell you a lot about the person who you done decided to spend your time with and the people that she hang out with. Because when people are in a natural environment is when they don't care who's watching. So when they get around their friends and they can act however, and women are fucked up. I'm trying to tell you, they'll act, and you'll realize that. Yeah, and I just realized,
and that's the life of the streets, of these streets.
that's just dealing with women. But and media and how it ties into just everything, bro. Consuming shit. Women consume a lot of stuff, bro. And pass it on to us to buy.
I think I'm in that phase of my life though. It's just like I don't even.
Yeah.
I'm in my monk mode right now, so I just don't give a fuck.
I'm in my mode of just.
Like all that other shit, I don't even feel like. I feel like now. I'm like now. I'm like I ain't trying to be your damn provider no more. I don't. Like I'm providing
Free
for
agent
me.
lifestyle, huh?
It's expensive out here.
It is.
I think I'm playing the role of always because I feel like I'm always looking for a good time and enjoy people. So I'm never not available for women. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just me. We can go have a good time. We can cause I'm always like that kind of person. I just not finna tie a long tie with you. We could be cool. Like I could be cool with women. I don't have to shut myself off from women just because they're not having one. I could still because I feel like that's the best training. The more I could be around with you without falling for whatever it is, that means okay, yeah, I'm really up to this. Hiding away you can easily hide away and never confront a person and never get over the problem that you had. You got to put yourself into that environment to grow from and move to another environment, bro. So, you can't leave an environment and then expect to grow past an environment that you didn't thrive in and try to put some work in. You got to put some work in that field in your new self of not having to get a girl. Okay, stand on that shit. Go out there, interact with women, be around them, and stand on that shit. Because as long as you at your house, of course you ain't got to worry about folding under the pressure. Of course you ain't got to worry about that. Because you at the crib. You got to get out there. And I'm just saying, and I ain't rushing you to it, but you can't not get over something by not being it.
I just
go tell them no. When they come and holler at you and say, hey, I want a man, I'm all right. You ain't my type. It's okay. And keep chilling. But not being out there. Because sooner, I'm just saying, because women, you like women. So why cut yourself off for something you like? I like. Just don't go get them women up. Like, go interact with women that being the kind of shit that you like doing. So, like, I'm just saying, like, say you like bird watching.
like cuddling.
Yeah, but say you like bird watching, and you like peaceful shit, like coffee dates on weekends. It's on. I'm being serious, nigga. I'm just saying because it's okay. Fuck around, y'all ain't hear about that black dude from New York who was out there bird watching, and now he famous. He worked for Discovery Channel,
right?
Because he was a bird watcher, nigga.
Right.
Yeah,
well, I'm pretty sure he did more than watch the damn birds, though. He probably had the mother doing special tricks and shit.
Nah.
Like
you don't know what bird watching is? Go look up bird. That's how I know you don't know what bird watching is, because he talking about doing tricks. You don't know the fuck you talking about. Talking about doing some damn tricks. Now, bird watching, nigga, you watch the birds. This nigga talking about making them do tricks.
That nigga talking about flipping pigeons. He talking about that Mike Tyson.
Bro. I can't take this
talking
nigga
about that
serious,
Mike Tyson
nigga.
shit.
This nigga talking about that he probably got him. How when he just watching them? That's the whole thing that you do is watch them.
I'm just gonna watch birds without playing with them. It's gonna interact with these motherfuckers.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's niggas out here. It's a whole community of people who go out and watch birds, draw birds, listen to how they sound, watch how they live,
bird study.
watch they migration pattern. That's what that black dude was doing. That's how he got famous and now worked for Discovery, and now they got a show about him watching fucking birds. You don't interact with the birds. It's bird watching. You watch the birds, nigga.
I'm gonna have to watch this nigga watch these birds. Man.
Yeah, watch that shit.
And maybe I can get fame on there draft for watching him.
From you watching him,
he gonna be one of them niggas on. He gonna be one of them niggas on TikTok, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's an industry right there.
Yeah, that's an industry.
It is a thing though.
That's what I'm saying.
You just reacting.
We at the world where you could do everything.
Yeah.
We so good on the on the AI and shit that we at a world where we could do everything from here. Like we can. So, and that's why they trying to build the world like that. You see, they getting robots serving food and.
You see what Bill Gates said in like 2030, 2050, where it won't have no use case for human.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he the one that was pushing that vaccine that we all shot in our arm. Thanks.
Yeah.
He probably ready. They ready to get rid of it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So pushing it to a world like I try to tell people, the government put shit out to us at a slow pace, but they've been working on that shit years before they decided to
shoot it to y'all face. They pushed the fast forward button though.
Yeah.
They pushed the fast forward button no reason.
I'm just saying they can bend stuff that people think they see shit and it's like, oh, that's new. No, it's not. That shit they've been had that shit in work. But they know that
they just waiting on a release date.
Yeah, but they know that
shit dropping soon.
Our world is consumer based.
Virus dropping soon.
The more you dangle some shit and wait on it, the more they want it, the more it builds up. So like before we put out that we got space cars, let's put out years and years of movie of us making them and been talking about them. So that when they bring out the space car, by the time they bring out the space car, you're like, oh shit, we finally made, like, come on, bro.
We got it. We ready.
Yeah. But I know, and I believe them, and I'm glad they do it this way, that humans aren't ready for everything. Just by how they act with the little information that they get, I know that knowing some real shit, man, people wouldn't know how to act. They'll panic, they'll do this, and that's why they don't tell y'all. That's why it's so much censorship.
Come out slow. So like the internet was out way like years before it released that shit. AI been out way years before.
They had it running other programs before. Now it's just consumer based. You can get it now. Now the consumers can get it. You know what I'm saying? So but that's what I say, bro. It's all about consuming something. And women consume more than men. But now women have got these sensitive men that do, and kids, that all they know is consume, because you got so many different ways to be able to consume, and it's so instant that it fuck up shit, bro. So now, you be buying shit that you shouldn't be buying, wasting money on shit that everything is just like, what the fuck are we doing? Because you consuming everything. So, but
Cause we ain't got a father
almost,
figure in the house, a male figure in the house. They put a limit. They put an end to all that unnecessary spending shit.
and
Like
that's
that.
why they eliminate the man.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
men
you
gonna make
seen
you
that?
go out.
Everybody hate Chris.
Yeah. I
The
was just
Terry
about to say,
Crews. That's how cheap
yeah,
motherfucker be. Like hell no, fuck we doing. Cut that
yeah.
down lights out.
Cut that line.
Hey,
Yeah,
motherfucker,
and
regulate
they
shit.
gonna men gonna make you go out and do stuff in the world. Hey man, go out and play some football, or go play
Go
some
out and get
basketball.
it your ass whooping
Go
some
go
shit.
have real life experiences.
Yeah.
Dad's gonna make you go, because he realized that even though the computer is great, he knows that you have to have real world interaction skills. So he has to make sure that, like, even though you loved on this computer, they don't love you like that out there in the real world. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
That's what a
real.
father does.
The shit, your energy you get from fucking the internet is not real. It's not
Yeah.
real.
It's not,
Not
yeah.
reality.
And you as a
Like
father have to
motherfucker
do
can
that.
be hate your ass on the internet, this and that. When you
Mm-hmm.
go outside, I don't have this type of energy.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be
Motherfuckers love you
showing
outside. You
love and
go
shit.
outside, you have fun. It is what it is. And you
Yeah.
gotta make a motherfucker, fathers are there to teach you to love yourself when nobody else does. Because men know, we as father, we know that shit, nigga. Ain't nobody else gonna love you, bro, like you love
Ain't
yourself, bro.
nobody.
So
Yeah.
they gonna tell you. These people gonna be out there and they gonna tell you they love you, but bro, love yourself. Because if you love yourself, those people can never, you know what I'm saying? If you have some kind of sense of self-worth and stuff, then those people can't break you down, because like I said, once you get caught in depression, it's hard to get out of that. That's why
Right.
these kids and these young people and these women have so much deal with this psychological pressure, because they've been closed off. They talk to people through social media. They never had real life experiences. Like I said, bullies, they ain't have bullies in real life. So when they meet a bully in real life, they don't know what the fuck going on.
Nah,
You finna actually punch me in my face? You finna actually whoop my
they
ass?
used to verbal fights.
Yeah. So now they getting their ass whooped. Now they the victim.
But they ain't about
Mhm.
motherfucker gonna be even before this generation. Motherfuckers stopped the fight shit. That's why you don't see motherfucker get their ass whooped no more, because they first thing they do run get a gun.
Yeah, they gonna shoot you.
Cause back in the day, motherfuckers like it was nothing for motherfucker get their ass whooped. Hey,
Yeah,
give
run
me
down
60
for get your
seconds
ass
right
whooped.
quick.
Yeah, run and fade with you real quick and go on
Shit, waiting
about
to
your
go
business.
out. Shit, go on get these
Yeah,
60 seconds right quick before we go.
yeah. That's he the king
Nowadays,
of that
Now
shit.
they
motherfuckers
coming back. They coming back with a AK,
Yeah.
yeah. They don't do
going too
fake.
far.
Hey, I think your boy Eric Plumper trying to bring it back though.
Yeah, he trying to.
That
Aaron the
motherfucker.
plumber. Yeah. He
Yeah,
trying
that
to bring
motherfucker
it
catch
for
you
him.
Catching,
on the
he
on the
catching
highway.
fade. He
Hey,
catching
but
Yeah,
I got
fade.
respect for him, because you ain't gonna win every fight. But as long as he get out there and throw them hands though, and hey, I ain't no bitch.
hey, that
You ain't gonna
motherfucker
win
mine
every
don't
fight.
throw no hand
But I
though.
don't mind getting nasty with you, bro. Like, real, but that's old school. I feel like that's my
Right.
age. Like, we could throw,
Yeah.
because I done became best friends with some people that I started off disliking, and we fought, and we found out
Right.
we didn't even know why we was beefing. But that's just how it
We
is.
had fucking childhood friend where we first met them motherfucker. He was on we was fight.
Yeah, we're
And
fighting,
as we
motherfucker.
got tired of everybody got tired of the ass whooping, like shit became cool after that.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
He doing what we used to do, bro. Like, we used to just,
yeah.
you
That
fight, and
man
next thing you know,
catching
y'all cool.
fades.
Yeah, y'all cool. But we used, so like, and that's why I tell people, like, a lot of motherfuckers, bro. You thinking, and this is why I say people be like, oh, you don't be scared when you go someplace. Listen, bro, you gotta go get your gun. Once I feel that it's a threat, I'm gonna grab you. I'm an old school nigga. I'm used to fighting. I'm gonna fight. Like, I ain't gonna let you get to your gun. I ain't finna let you do too much of nothing.
Let you walk away. You up here talking harm and you finna walk away? Turn
Exactly. You
back?
finna walk away. What the fuck? Walk?
It ain't no, oh, he on the ground now. Stop.
Yeah.
Fair. No, nigga. You gotta
No,
get yourself off the ground. You done.
Yeah, you done. Like, get the fuck on, bro. And that's how we used to be. And then you welcome to try again without, I'm a square. You might go back to school the next day and that nigga square up again. Like,
or you might be squared up at school. Now you go home to the homeboy. They found out. Now they finna go to his hood. Now you gotta do it again.
You gotta square up again, bro. So it's like that's why we grew up. So I don't know, bro. Like I said, we as men.
Then again, I don't expect motherfucker to grow up the same way and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Each generation is supposed to be.
I didn't think it was gonna go.
Right?
I didn't think it was gonna jump the guns though so heavily. Like, god damn, you gotta shoot.
Yeah.
Niggas can't take an ass whooping these days, and that's the problem. Because I'm gonna tell you why it changed, bro. Back in the days, you could get your ass whooping and nobody knows.
And nobody know it. Yeah. You have to do a story about it.
Yeah,
It was a story even better. It could be story time. Motherfucker will go through the whole scenario. They will paint the whole picture for it. Like you will see this motherfucker in live action or they explain this shit.
But then
they will go step by step explaining what happened to that motherfucker. And they were better watching it online. And watching it online.
We as
online they got these ragged ass cameras that like
exactly
because
that's why we
that was there and watch that shit and explain it to you. Then you got this motherfucker ad-lib added to it. We'll be around motherfucker paint the whole picture, take the whole story.
Best shit ever, bro. See, and that's why I be describing shit. The way I describe it, I be trying to paint the perfect picture because that's how we grew up. We grew up, you had to be able to tell the shit. You got to be animated with that shit. You got to express that shit because you want them to feel the shit that you seen and like really feel that shit. So, man, it was. I'm telling you, bro. Like we came from. Yeah. So,
but I ain't gonna lie. In LA, growing up in LA though, they always been about that gunplay.
Yeah.
When I grew up.
See,
it was even in the movies.
Yeah.
Like we got on that gun. We got on that gunplay.
That's crazy. It's crazy because y'all so close. Y'all so much closer to people that you know, and so much like actually family out there. Like it be a lot of y'all family tied into
it's
this
stupid
stuff.
As hell, bro.
Separated by a gang, like because of colors and gang. That's crazy. And I think, and I'm happy our shit never got like that because it makes me feel like we got some common sense.
LA is just like, worse. And then our influence went around the country recently. So
it's a change. But like
it's not a good thing.
It's about consuming. Like, come on,
because we Hollywood, so it's like what our culture is like gets pushed out to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like it started, like you said, Menace, Boys, and then a lot of what happened is
that shit up. Then they said it,
and then it went to the like this. So what happened a lot of times is like cats will get. It might be a bitch ass nigga in LA, or he on the run, and guess where he going? He going to the South. He going to up.
But most motherfucker that's in LA, a lot of motherfuckers came from the South. They grandmama.
No,
from
what
the
I'm
South.
That's facts. We got those roots, but then the gang stuff. You get in trouble in LA, you gotta go.
You go to the South to get away from trouble.
And then guess what? They bring it with them. They bring the gang culture with them.
Yeah, they bring the gang.
That's why you got Grape Street in Memphis. You got 60s in New Jersey. Yeah. You got Hoovers in Texas. So
we also had the people that you grew up with will go. They got family in Michigan. They got family in fucking.
And we gonna bring that with us.
They'll be around it. Then they'll go to school there for the summer, whatever. Then they'll bring that back to the South, like, oh, this, and spread that way.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened, man. So it's like, that's exactly what happened. Denver got a lot of cribs, and the thing about a lot of gangs, it's funny because I'll know the history, like I'll hear a gang, they'll call it this, that, and the third. They'll call it Pyru. They'll call it 60s. They'll call it Hoover. These are real streets in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and a lot of people don't. And the politicking of it is not the same.
Yeah.
Not
Some people think it's the same. You can be from Chicago and be the same from this state, that state. You go to LA, it's not the same. You can't have the same thing. No, it's different.
LA politics is like, if you're from LA, like you You grew up in it, so you know the areas. Like you know,
Yeah.
like what you can't. You can wear what you want to wear. Anybody can wear what they want to wear in LA. You go
I
ahead.
fall for that.
But no, but what
I
I
fall for that.
no, but that's the thing I'm saying. Yeah, you can wear what you want to wear. I'm not gonna say, but I wouldn't advise certain things sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like the movie. It's the movie The Wood.
Right.
Remember, he came from North Carolina. Y'all
Yeah. I'm
Mm-hmm.
seen The
from North
Wood, right?
Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he
from
came
North
from North
Carolina.
Carolina, and he was wearing that light blue
North.
NC hat.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then he went to the. And by the way, my grandmother,
Went to that
rest in
store.
peace, that liquor store that he went to when he was like, "Where you
Yeah. When he
from?"
took that
He
shit
took
off.
it
Yeah.
off. My grandmother's house for years was right around the corner from that.
Yeah.
Right around you. I'm from Inglewood, so that movie is like it's not even like a movie. It's just like it's almost to the. It's like I know all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody
It's
like
more than a
that's somebody
movie.
Monday.
Yeah, that's real. Like
Mm.
so, it's like I say the Wood. The Wood is really like a real representation of
Yeah.
LA and Inglewood. That's for real because we got those southern roots, like you said. So a lot of stuff we still got that, but somewhere along the line, it's like
Yeah.
the gang stuff and all the stuff that they input into our communities, the drugs, the guns, all this stuff to divide us up. It worked. You know
Of
what I'm
course it
saying?
did. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So we have that. The gang, they have that familial aspect, that southernness, but it's inside of in your small little part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's unfortunate because
Yeah.
I think, like you said, like I remember one time, right? Me and my boys, we lived in Inglewood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The place they did the Wood. That's what we call it, the Wood. And Inglewood is like it's LA is full of a lot of little communities. Like if
Yeah.
you're a New Yorker
Yeah.
listening to it, it's almost like boroughs.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Inglewood is like its own borough. You know what I'm saying? But the border of Inglewood is Bloods mostly. Yeah, for the most part. Damn near all of it. But if you cross that street, right across the street is Crips. I'm trying to remember what hood it was. I don't know if it was A Trey or not, but so we had the bright idea of walking to my homegirl's house. Just simple shit, right?
Right.
So we crossed the street from Inglewood to the other side. My homeboy had red shorts on. So we went from
Mm.
Inglewood to the other side that's no longer the borders of Inglewood.
Yeah.
And we walk and I'm like, fuck. I was always cognizant of that stuff because
Yeah.
drive-bys and all that stuff is.
Yeah.
I remember we saw this dude rolling up on us on a bike. I'm like, fuck, we about to get banged on,
Yeah.
all type of stuff. But it actually happened to be one of the homies. More homeboys with my homeboy, but he said, "What are you doing?" Like he ran down us. He more so checked us on some, you shouldn't be wearing that over here.
Right.
Cause my homeboy had his red shorts on, just a little strip of red on it.
Right.
So he was like, you need to turn that, flip them inside out right now. So we made my homeboy flip the shorts inside out,
Right.
and we just kept it pushing because it's not often times that you see somebody just walking down your block.
Mm.
And the real part about Cali is a hood might not look like a hood. So
Right.
you might go to
Damn
Cali
palm
and you're gonna be
trees and
like, this
shit.
don't look that. You like this don't
Yeah.
look
Yo, this
that.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very deceptive because it's like we would be walking down the street. You're gonna see people have nice homes, lawn, but you see a bunch of niggas over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have to walk past. We're not trying to make eye contact because we don't want to. We just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Like
little
we
nigga
just
want
trying
to
to
see
get
a
a.
dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We
it's
don't want no
very real,
problem.
man.
We just trying
It's
to go
probably
there
even worse
slow.
now because they be on some drugs and stuff that we just they black people at a certain point we wasn't doing face tattoos, we wasn't doing
Yeah.
all them
Right.
hardcore drugs. But this new
Yeah.
generation, I sound like an old head, but they on some lawlessness. They don't even have that type of decorum.
They
Yeah.
dove too deep into the rock and roll culture.
Lil Wayne did that shit to the community.
He
He was
said Lil
probably one of
Wayne.
the worst. I'm dead ass serious. The face tattoos, he made it,
He made it
dog. He
cool.
put a very negative stamp on our community.
Yeah,
A
with that
very
face tag.
negative stamp. Dead ass. What niggas wasn't doing that, bro.
Nah, Wayne
Niggas was not doing that before Weezy.
Wayne was one of the first people that really was into painting.
Bro, all these little rappers with the locks, they all
Yeah.
just Wayne clones.
Oh yeah. No, I do agree.
All
I
of them.
agree. I agree that
Nobody
we
was
followed
doing that
that.
type of that behavior before Wayne. For real. He was one of
Yeah.
the. Sometimes them folks, they find they nigga that's gonna push the most negative shit out. And he was
Yeah.
one of the fucking. I'm dead ass. He's like the sexy
Shout
red
out to the GOAT.
and like it's crazy because I know how bad he's been for our community, but
Shout out
Right.
to the GOAT. That's my favorite
it's so
rapper.
much hypocrisy. It's a lot of hypocrisy, man. Like, cause I know I'm like I'm not gonna do none of this shit, but that Carter 2 is a classic.
That's a classic,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
That nigga got
That's
some
my favorite
classic
Wayne
out there.
album.
He got some
That's my
classic
favorite
out
Wayne
there,
album.
bro. I'm fuck with
And then that mixtape run, I fucked with Wayne up until like
his legendary. His mixtape run was legendary.
that legendary. That's untouchable.
That's
You know what I'm
untouchable,
saying?
bro.
But we can all agree that nigga is a negative influence.
I mean,
He
yeah,
probably don't even know it though.
yeah, he probably but he
gotta
a
take-
product.
He
I
high.
would say that he's a product of his environment.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that. Hold on, which environment though? Cause that motherfucker was rich as a child. You know what I'm
But
saying? He went part of
he
this
came
environment.
from
He wasn't that part of the
but he
environment.
came from a rough
Baby
time.
was part of the environment.
Baby,
BG was
but
part of the
you
environment.
come up when you
Hey,
come
Trap,
up.
where are
He
you
wasn't part of
from?
the environment.
I'm from Florida.
Where are you from?
I'm from
Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was y'all like? You know how like we got lucky enough to every region had their own state. What was y'all listening to down there in Florida?
Trick Daddy.
I used to listen to everything, bro. I was one of the few.
No, but I mean like the consensus of Florida. Like
We
I'm talking about like
we had people like he said, like Trick Daddy. We got a fucking
okay.
what 2 Live Crew. We had a few people. Uncle Luke, fucking what's my
So
nigga
y'all
name?
was listening to you're like y'all had your own
Poison.
sound at the time, like
Yeah, we
because
had
I'm
our own
familiar
sound.
with all of them, but
like
Yeah,
freak shit.
we had our own sound. And what was my favorite person is God damn, what's his name?
he was a
with
Florida
Poison.
artist.
Yeah, he's a Florida artist. He used to have the one popular song y'all might know is that well maybe y'all might not know it because maybe it was just popular in Florida, but
Yeah, because back then regions used to be real.
Who that?
JT.
I know that song. Hey, so I remember. Let me tell y'all, man. Because remember, regional music was real regional. Okay,
right.
Except West Coast and New York shit was flooding the airways. Like we was flooding the block.
Right.
But I remember when the South hit the scene, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
I swear to God, bro, because it was so much like we was on that Regulators, Ice Cube, Snoop, and then all of a sudden, y'all remember this shit called the Bot?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Where it showed music videos and it used to come on the box.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, there we go. Okay. Yes. And I remember at a certain point, I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, I remember that song, Live, 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 Live. And I'm like, and I'm a West Coast. No, nigga, but what I'm saying is, like, as a West Coast nigga, only thing I heard outside of West Coast shit was like, I remember that fucking when our local radio station on the West Coast started playing Outkast for the first time.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sitting there like I'm listening to the it was the Rosa Parks. It was the
Sorry,
it was
Jackson.
No. It was the
that's the Rosa Parks.
No, it was another one. It was push that everybody move to the back of the bus. Yeah. So I remember that shit started hitting the airwaves, and then the Hot Boys came, then No Limit, and my brother started wearing the T-shirt, and I'm like, and I just remember the South.
Like No Limit.
No, but in the West Coast though,
yeah,
my brother had them little CDs.
He had the
Yeah.
CDs like them. You know the. You
He
know.
used to drop one every week.
Yeah. Master P,
So
he had the game on a lot.
That shit swept across Los Angeles, and I'm sitting there like.
Yeah.
And then the Hot Boys came.
Yeah,
It
nigga
was a
hot.
dub.
Yeah.
After that, and then I remember in my time, like, cause I was a young, like my brothers, they had all the albums and all that shit.
Right.
But I remember the album that fucked my head up the most, or it was a mixtape. It was that Jeezy Can't Ban the Snowman.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Classic.
was cool. But the one that
No,
was
but
in the
I'm saying
South,
now,
right.
yeah, but that's what
But
we got.
Yeah, but in the South,
And
the
that
one
shit
that
was
fucked
like,
it up was
I
Trap or
heard the
Die.
beats. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? No, but Can't Ban the
That was
Snowman was
cool.
before.
That was cool. But the
No,
one
but what
that
I'm saying
really
is, and
hit,
then Trap or Die came.
but
I
Trap or
was like,
Die was it though. Trap or Die was the hit.
that
Trap
was
or
the
Die
one that like that shit's
like
still hard.
Can't Ban the Snowman. We got to know who it was. It was like
That's
but
no,
Trap
but
or
that's what
Die
I'm saying,
was
Yeah.
like that when
bro.
it was in a clever fucking club, and it was a
But what
motherfucking, as they
when
say
that
now,
shit
it was a movie.
when that shit hit Los Angeles, and then I remember.
Yeah,
Now, if you go like fast forward a little bit, I wanna tell y'all the impact of it because if you listen to that Good Kid, Mad City,
Yeah.
Right.
it's like the story of Kendrick Lamar, like basically like a high school type day, like
Yeah.
yeah,
and they was rapping that Jeezy in the car,
yeah.
but that's L.A. because it
No,
hit the
they
city
did
so
some of that shit.
hard.
Yeah.
It hit the city so hard, like I'm telling you, like no pun intended, it hit it like a ton of bricks. Like that Jeezy shit changed. Like, okay, it was like, I'm telling you, man, like that album, the high school football games, they was playing that Jay-Z and Jeezy song from that Trap or Die album.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all know this song from the album.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that South shit took over and just never let up.
Yeah.
It never let up. Lil Flip,
Yeah.
game over. That shit killed the
Pastor
street.
Troy.
T.I.
Yeah. Fucking.
We didn't really get on Pastor Troy too much in LA.
Yeah.
We didn't really
That's
y'all
it. That was an anthem.
y'all got some artists
That was an
in the
anthem.
South. We was getting more so the biggest names.
Yeah, but
Right,
y'all like
right.
'cause
Possible.
it was so crazy because y'all didn't get Goody Mob, but Goody Mob was a part of
Yeah.
Outkast and the
Yeah.
Dungeon family, and we
Like
but like
we was go ahead.
but what I was finna say, the one thing that was where you talk about music is and how we got it. Like as a kid, bro, like I was always different. Like I used to listen to white people music, nigga. I used to
That's
listen
how
to
I am now.
country.
Bo
I
know
used
that.
to listen to my music plethora was way different from my friends. And that's what, but that cultivated me to be different than them. So, like, when most people come at me, they wouldn't know that I was a hood nigga. But I was raised and cultured by other things because my mom was always, she worked directly with white folks. So, and my mom didn't listen to that kind of music. So she's not into rap or none of no hip hop, no that. You know, she might listen to some R&B and some church music.
Bro.
And so I had learned my music from, like I said, going out, being around people, white people, they listen to certain music. I'm like, oh shit, that shit sound good. So I'm a melting pot when it comes to the music. But and I get what you say about how rap and gangster rap and drug rap tears down the environment. I'm not saying you're wrong because you're right. But boy Wayne got bars, bro.
Right.
No, but I think it's what I think it is. What I'm saying is there's some people that are not mentally strong enough to be like, this is entertainment. Me and you can do that.
Yeah, of course.
Me
No,
and
I
you
agree
can
with
do
you.
that.
Yeah, I
Me
agree
and
with
you
you
can be like,
100%.
oh, that's just dope. Like, that's
Yeah.
fire. But some people out there like, shit, I got to load up the clip. If I want to be a real nigga, I got to be that.
And that's women's
But a lot of,
because that boy didn't have a father.
so it affects people different
which
ways.
one didn't have a father?
The
You
one
talking
who
about
said
Wayne?
that he heard the song and he ran
did
in
have
there
a
and got
father.
the. No,
Oh, you talking about the guy that?
I'm talking about the guy
No,
who said
okay, I
that
see what
because
you're
he
saying.
heard Wayne rap and he want to go load up his clip and go shoot some shit. That I blame the mother because
that's
clearly
true,
he
that's
doesn't
true,
have
that's
a
true.
father.
But Wayne himself, that mother had
Yeah, no,
whoever
he
the
had
motherfucker
father.
he be
And not
rapping
only
about,
did he
and he
have
had
father,
Baby.
And
Baby was
he
that
had
man
Slim.
daddy.
And he had
Baby and Slim had two
and he
daddies.
had fucking Juvenile. He had all these older people to look up to. that's why I was like, it's hard for me to sit there and say, like, Wayne, like, no, he just wrapped his environment and the people around him and what they were doing
He
too.
rapped some shit
He
that he
rapped
didn't
their
live.
environment. He rapped their environment. He
Yeah.
wasn't
But
over
you got to
there like.
realize if I come, bro, let me explain something. If I bring you to the trap house and a shootout break out in the trap house, are you not a part of that environment? If you get shot in the middle of being in my trap house when we get the fucking shooting and you get
Right.
shot,
You are part
are
of
you
the
not a
environment.
part of that environment?
But you not part of it. You was in a studio the whole time away from it.
Listen, what people don't understand in this street
Everybody
shit is
else being part of the shootout,
there's
you was in the
different parts to
studio.
street shit. Like not everybody's the shooter. Not everybody's
Right.
the drug dealer. Not everybody's doing illegal things when you're doing street
Right.
shit.
Right.
That'll be stupid street shit. That's how you get caught up. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So Wayne, if you're around shit long enough and you're doing things with people who do illegal things, bro,
Mm-hmm.
you can't sit there and say, I was just there when the courts come.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't a part of this. I ain't none of that. But you was there when they did this, and they got proof that you were there. So you knowingly did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying when you think about these kind of things, bro. So looking at it from that point of view, you can't
I
tell
fuck
me
with
that
it.
if I
No, I understand what you're saying.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that I ain't did shit just because I ain't like, yeah, I might not have pulled the trigger. But what if I was there when he shot that nigga and the blood
My
splattered in
thing,
my
what I'm
face?
saying is, you're right. But what I'm saying is, he wasn't there when he shot the chicken either.
Yeah, exactly. So
he was in the studio the whole time.
That's what
Maybe
I'm saying.
had that motherfucker locked in the studio the whole fucking 10 years and shit, making records. So he wasn't around it at all. He was kept out the streets.
I mean, he said
Now,
in
he
his
probably
songs.
heard stories about it.
Well, he said it in his songs. He's like, I remember me and Turk used to run, go do some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So you a kid, nigga. Can't nobody. If you want to get out and do something, you got your idols above you. You're gonna sneak off and do some shit because you're a kid. You're gonna experience things. You're gonna get out and do some things. Even when so it's like I'm saying, most of those kind of people try to do stuff that they shouldn't try to do because they're trying to live up to the hype of being what they are. So now that if you know that I never been to no shootout, now I gotta go prove to you that I be in shootouts. That's the kind of music that's the kind of music that you excite. And that's the kind of, so when people say, oh, you ain't really that person. So now this person has to go and prove. Look how they treated Jeezy. Jeezy said trap or die. Told us to go trap or die and send his son to college away from it all.
Yeah, my boy Rod Wade told me.
That's real shit.
Told his son
That's
to go
what
to
he
college.
did. He literally dropped trap or die and sent his son away. Like he had real young men. Like this is going to what Tate is saying. He had real young men believing that you had to go out here and trap or die.
He was raising motherfuckers. He was raising the streets to do this shit, but told his son to go that way.
Do something different.
Yeah,
but you never told the streets that's not the way.
Mm-hmm.
And them folks who shall not be named do that.
Yeah,
they pick them ones out that is gonna do the most damage.
Yeah.
And then they sit there and with them. They pick them out, and then it's like the very few they pick out of the damn actual circumstance to actually do the most damage to the community because some minds are not strong enough to withstand that barrage of what they think they're supposed to be.
Who you think that?
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think the ultimate responsibility falls on for that?
That's tough, man. Some people, it's tough, man, because some people just don't have the mental capacity to understand that is not who they have to be. Like the way that it's like the nature versus nurture. Some people, I've lived in places that.
No, I don't have another pair, bro. And when you said that, I was like, and the crazy part is, when you sent the message, I was just thinking because I'm doing a podcast, and I was like, damn,
you on the phone. You go ahead.
I was like, damn, I think I left them.
I thought it was funny. I thought
you
you were talking to you.
And
You gotta mute it.
But I mean, if it's not your way, you could just leave it there inside the veteran center, and I come get them on Monday when I come.
But yeah, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, like I lived in places like that was pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? But I never stopped talking like I talked. I never stopped thinking like I thought. Like I didn't really let the environment, like although that stuff was around me, I think I had a strong enough mind. I think it was from my parents though.
To think for you.
Yeah, I'd be living in Watts, like the
Right.
same Boys in the Hood, the place where he went to high school at. And I didn't become like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah.
start trying to be hood. I never tried to be hood. I never
Right.
got put on a gang. Like, I just thought that shit was like shit I had to dodge. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's just smart. You're a smart man. You got common sense. I remember. No, I remember when gang culture, because y'all had influenced gang culture around the world, and I remember
Right.
when gang culture made it over there to where we were. But like, I always been just different. I remember motherfuckers talking about, oh yeah, we gotta jump you to get in. Jump who to
Yeah.
get in? Yeah, you gotta let us beat you up to get in.
You like,
I told this nigga, I said, nigga, I kill y'all. I will kill y'all before I let y'all jump me into some shit, bro. And then I gotta go sacrifice myself for missions to prove that I'm a part and
And
ride
your
on these niggas
freedom
that
and
I don't
shit.
even got problems with. I don't believe in that kind of shit, bro. So I never joined, but that's why I ain't never joined like we had our own little set. We had our own, we called our own, the niggas that because that's why I never joined like the little street gangs and Beirut. This like, nah, bro. You
Nigga
think I'm
said
finna?
got their own game.
Yeah, man, fuck
Say
it.
got the
Like,
tight
yeah,
game.
real nigga shit. Like, what the fuck I look like? Joining a nigga gang got me out here crashing out for
but
them.
that's what I used to like about before the internet age because
Crashing out and shit.
other states and stuff wasn't trying to be us.
Yeah.
They wasn't trying to bring that bullshit over there. And I was like so happy about it. I'm like, I love that New Yorkers used to make fun of Cali for our, all that,
Yeah.
I thought I'd be like, man, I love it because you could go over there and just beat. But now they got it. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Niggas is
God
so
damn.
worried about being cool and liked, and it's
And
all a front,
accepted and
bro.
shit.
So, and like me, I'm just too hood a nigga, like, bro. But that's why I could be cool with so many real niggas, bro. I know some real niggas that do some real shit. And it's just me be me and not because like at the end of the day, bro, like I'm cool with you being you. I accept everybody for what it is, as long as you. And like I know people that push death and push sin, but the government push death, push sin. Like I try not to put the moral compass too heavy on people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I believe, and I think me and Bo talked about this. I believe the world is way more evil than good. So I believe that the people who do good, you deserve praise because it's way easier to do evil than good, and there's way more people doing evil than good because that's just men's inherent nature. We was born into sin, if you believe that. So we just born evil. We are born evil. We're born nasty, and you got to work at the being good.
I don't think we were born into sin.
Talk to me, brother. Tell me why. I love it. Tell me.
I think that's some shit white people just made up because they saw us living good in these places that had sun, beautiful
Yeah.
women, tans, naked. We was free.
Yeah.
They
Right.
brought their shit over there because being up here in Europe, I realized how much they don't have.
Mm.
They couldn't be walking around naked. They didn't have all the fruits and all the sunshine and
Mm-hmm.
ass
Heat.
and titties and just loving life. So that's why I think they went around the world and they went through the shaming stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like we wasn't ashamed at one point of our bodies.
Right.
I
We
don't
wasn't
think.
ashamed of how we did stuff.
I don't think black.
So we took on their thought process. We tried to incorporate European thought processes, and that's why you see the world in disarray because they don't have an abundance mindset.
Mm.
Yeah. That's why it's consumed based.
Let me ask you this though. Y'all seen that shit about what they saying about the pyramid now? I mean
Here
they
they
been
go
saying
again,
it for a
bro.
long
But
time.
here they go again, bro. I'm not accepting anything that they're talking about with aliens. They are not taking that away from black people. They cannot
Not the
stand it.
alien part, but they saying now that the pyramid is the top portion of like pillars or whatnot.
Bro, so the thing, Bo, I'm on top of that Kemetic shit. You already
Yeah.
know that, right? So the most amazing thing about those structures and stuff is a lot of the stuff, the more impressive stuff is the stuff that's built into the ground. It's not like they were measuring, leveling off stuff all that stuff that we know about into solid ground.
Yeah.
Deep into the earth. These were master builders. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's always them. It's just for like, if they don't do it, they always try to do some astronomical stuff. No, these people had a real grip on the universe and the planet and the stars and all that stuff, man. All that stuff. So anything that's being done to try to, like, I don't know, are they trying to actually take it away from them that they did that and say it was some alien shit, or were they just being astounded by the actual structure? Help me understand this. Because if it's anything that they're talking about, like, no human could do this. No, if it was alien, I'm not fucking rolling with it. Because I'm tired of them trying to take credit away from us.
You know, they do you believe the Moors?
Do I believe? It's not about believing. They were real.
That's okay. I just want to know, because some people don't believe the Moors. The Moors are black.
What do you mean? It's not about believing.
I know it's facts, but they were known as the most brilliant people ever. You know what I'm saying? Black people. These were black people, and they taught the world so many things that we use to today that people don't even realize it. Even to today, we use, from science to architect to just drawing. We were people of mass knowledge, intelligence, just finer things. So I don't even argue with people about the greatness of us being us, bro. Like, I can't even conversate with people. But let me ask you this, though, because it's always very interesting because of how you think. Do you believe that we are the chosen people?
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
Now, hold on, but let me ask. All right, so do you believe that we were the first people?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Calm down. Okay, who do you think runs the world?
Who do I think runs the world?
If somebody was to tell you what race runs the world, what would you say?
In the physical realm, it's
In the physical realm. In the physical realm, who would
who
you
runs
say
the world? Jewish people.
have the power? Right? They have the most power. They control the most things.
In the physical realm, yeah.
Okay. Are Jews the chosen people?
No.
You're not. Okay. Who has been winning? And I love these kind of things. Who has been winning at being at the top of the world for the longest? Who you think? What culture has been at the top of the world for the longest? You would say
Culture.
America.
Black culture.
Black culture been at the power, like been in control of things.
Absolutely. They see that. Keep going. I want to keep going. I want to hear you.
No, I want to. Yeah, no. I want you to be
Oh,
able
I
to
thought you
say
were gonna
stuff.
make some more.
No, I am, but
Oh.
I want you to be able to speak
No,
on
I
it
want to hear what you said.
because
Okay.
I don't want you to lose what you're thinking about right now about what we're
So
talking.
we have been black people. We have been cultivated.
Mm-hmm.
They cultivate our culture in order to make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
They cultivate us. They've learned to cultivate us because we don't know who we actually are. They do things. They run the industries, but we are the oil of the industry. You
Okay,
understand what I'm
stop
saying?
right there. Stop right there. Okay, listen. I want you to listen to what you just told me. This is what I got out of it. We bleed for the company to run,
We're the commodity.
and they reap the benefits.
Yeah.
Stop right. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you again this question. What you said, thinking about what you just told me, and going back and ask you a question again. Who is the most blessed people?
You didn't ask me that though. Wait, hold on.
That was the first question I
let
asked
me
you. I said,
leave
who
and
do
come.
you think is the most blessed people? You told me blacks.
No, you said no. Wait, no.
And then I
Hold on.
asked you
Let me
who you
leave and
think
come
was
back.
the
My
first.
video's looking.
Okay.
Hold
Then
on. Let
you
me
asked me
call
who
right
was
back
the.
in.
Then I asked you who
1
was
second.
the
I'm gonna come
first.
back.
Who was the first people? And you said blacks, because we was talking about Moors. But what I'm getting to tell you is this, because it's a lot of people that tell me this, and I'm trying to understand how we get to this understanding that we as black people are.
My bad. I'm back.
Winning or in any shape being the leading force in anything.
No, say it
Besides
again.
creativity.
Wait, say it one more time. I had to leave it and come back.
No, I said, like, what I was asking was because I said the first thing I asked you was who was the most blessed people, and that was the very first thing I asked you, and then I asked you because we was talking about Moors, because we was talking about the black people and Moors.
But you didn't
and
say
how much they
blessed.
what word did I use?
You said like, man, I wish I can go back.
I mean,
You
it
said
don't
something
matter.
about the Moors. You said something.
Yeah, we was talking about Moors. But what I'm saying is,
No.
both of your answers were black, though. It was the black. Both answers to my question was black.
I said Jews first.
Jews first. Yeah, Jews. You said Jews ran the world. I asked you who runs the world. That was what I asked you first time.
In the physical
In the
realm,
physical form, in the physical form, it was Jews. But and then I asked you who has the most what's the name, and then you said black.
Yes.
But you said because we bleed for it, and other people get paid off of it. I'm trying to figure out how is that being the most of something because you're being used.
Well, it's because without us, it don't run. We
Yeah.
are that we.
Well, no. Without us, without it does run because we done made it for them. It
The
does run
spiritual
now.
ain't there.
Now,
The spirit ain't there. The spirit
what you
ain't
mean by the
there.
spirit?
The spirit ain't there.
What you mean?
Black people, we just got a spirit. We just do. Everybody knows it.
But it's still selling. The product is still selling. Whether our spirit is there, the product has become something that has
Why did
revolutionized
Nike become popping? Why did Nike become popping?
because a black man was wearing their shoe.
You see?
Yeah, but he made Nike powerful, and then Nike
But they
gave him.
require us.
Yeah, exactly.
It
They
requires
require
us to
us, but
jumpstart
they
it.
require exactly to jumpstart it. But once it gets jump started, they don't require us no more. And I'm
So
trying
you
to
think
get you
if
to
Nike's
understand this. I'm trying to get you
no,
to understand the
if
concept.
black people stop rocking with Nike,
Now, see, you like to talk in what ifs. I'm talking about what is. If black people is a what ifs question, we can't talk about what ifs. I'm talking about what is going on. What is really happening? We could talk about the woulda, coulda, shouldas all we want, but we men, we speak in logic. Right now, do you feel like black people are what you say we are? Do you feel like, now that we're having these conversations and we're not talking about the what ifs, how do you see the black culture? Because I know you see the potential for us, what we could be, but I'm talking about for what it is.
it's co-opted.
It's co-opted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to understand though, in order to actually do whatever they want to do, they have to change us into something. We are the loudspeaker for anything societal changes, any
Have
type of
they
shit like that.
have they been able to do that?
What's that?
Change us for suicide
Yeah.
for social.
Yes,
Okay,
but the power is still yes, but the
yeah, okay.
power is because that we are the most powerful tool that they can use.
They're a tool though. We're still a tool.
Yes.
Okay, now so how can that be the most powerful thing if you're a tool for somebody else to use? Is what
Because
I'm asking.
we are the power. We are the power.
You just said we're the tool though. You don't think that
Okay.
they can create
I
another
mean,
tool?
no.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are the first.
Yeah,
And
true.
they know that.
Yeah,
We are the
but
power.
what if they believe that they don't need perfect? They just need something close to it.
It won't work.
Well, it has been
How in what sense?
in a sense of just how the world works. They have been using black people to progress the world further, never giving them real dominance over nothing. They keep the power where it's at. So it's been working, even though they need us, because we're still somewhat need them, because we haven't built our own. Like you say, we don't got our own. We still need them to give us the things that we need to even put our ideas out there. So I'm just trying to understand. It's great to be valued. It's like if we could put black people on the shelf and say, well, we could create all this. And the people say, well, you giving us everything. You told us exactly how to do it. So we can do it. We might not do it to the expertise that black people have done it, but we can make a lot out of it. And we can get people to buy into it at a way cheaper price than what we could do with you. And people buy that. They consume that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's been the black man's plight from the beginning, bro. We create something, the white man come, use it, turn it to something more, make it off of us. Jim Beam with Uncle Nearest. Like, I don't think you understand what I'm trying to tell you. I don't think you see the picture that I see what I'm saying. When you tell me these kind of things, I'm only going off of what you say. I don't believe this either way. I'm just speaking towards the logic of what you tell me, is what I'm saying.
No, I don't know. But you said, do you no? Even if they get like what's a soft knockoff of black people that's gonna work? It don't work. They always swagger jack, just like
We
you
don't have
said
to
from the
knock you.
beginning.
What I'm saying is we don't have to knock you off, but we don't need the authentic all the time. It's like
No, that's
it's
facts.
like it's like remember when the Mexicans was coming in? They didn't need Mexicans to come in, but you know what? The Mexicans might come in and do it for a cheaper price. So it might not be as good as you did it, but you have shown us what we can do with you. You shown us how to do it. So we could put this person in here and they could do what you do. They might just not do it with as much flash and much style, but I could do it at a cheaper price. I can get it at a discount. You don't think that's how the world works? You don't think that actually happens?
No, the swag ain't there. The energy ain't there. We make the culture around the world. We make it.
People take our culture all the time and use it for their own to make it, right?
Yeah, but it's like, okay, but we
But they
still
don't get
make it.
rich. They don't get rich off of that.
Okay.
They didn't make it.
Money ain't everything.
To who?
It's not everything.
To who? There's some people that money is
Anybody.
everything to. There's some people out there that's money everything to. There's definitely some people out there in the world that believe money is everything. I think there's more people who think money is everything than people who don't believe there's money. That's what
I
I
think
believe.
we just always think of some new shit,
Of course,
and
and
the
we always
internet is
are.
just allowing them to exploit it at a quicker pace. That's
Of
it.
course, I agree 100%. Of course, they've been doing it, but that's what I'm saying, and they only getting more advanced. It's not getting stupider. It's not getting like less. It's getting more precise. It's getting more everything that it was before, and we are consuming it more. People not because I think we was talking earlier. Do you think people are becoming more this way or that way? And you was like more, and I'm telling you, yeah, I agree because the way the world going, it's impossible to go backwards to that way because it's already like it's a motion that's going. Like the narrative that's pushed has already been pushed to the point where you can't go back and change it and bring a new one in. Because you see what happened when Trump tries, and he's going to be in there for 4 years. He's going to do some good on my on Trump internet and
That
Trump world.
nigga already doing his good.
But he can't do it forever.
No, he can't. That's why he
He
got to
only
put
get
most
4
stuff
years.
into law.
That's what I'm saying. He only get 4 years.
I
Yeah.
need him to push that button. He playing right now.
You feel me? I'm just saying. So, and I'm just saying we are the people who live on this side, and I'm telling you that the people that's on what I was getting at is that the people on the other side that we're talking about, they're never going to see it your way.
Yeah.
It's just like men and women; they just can't see how you make sense to them and why it makes sense. So, it's kind of like when you realize who you're talking to and who's your choice audience, you kind of realize that no matter what I say, because of where that person stands, they're not gonna accept it. Because that's just how people are, bro. People want to believe in what they want to believe in. Just like religion, just like the afterlife, just like like you were saying with the pyramids. People gonna believe even though it's right there and it's in their face, they gonna believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
Because it's not really about whether they believe right or wrong, because most people don't care about right or wrong. It's about how you make me feel. How am I perceived? You know what I'm saying? What can this do in my life? So, I don't know, man. It's always deeper than what it is, bro, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People try to make it as simple as possible because, especially us men, we try to make it as simple as possible when we're dealing with other people because getting deep into some stuff, people, and especially with women, they'll crash out on you. They're just like, because you think I'm stupid, or you calling me dumb. Like, no, I'm just saying we're having deep conversation. I'm really asking you questions because I really want to know and see why you see this way, because we all don't see it the same way.
Right.
I'm trying to see how bold, because he keep talking about love.
Hey,
It
man.
won't be in love. I'm
I
trying to
love
figure out
love,
why.
man.
When I see,
Cause
when
love is
and
so. Hey, love is
listen,
abundance, man.
love is the one.
Hey,
Love, you know how they say Satan, the one great trick Satan did was make you believe he wasn't real. You
yeah.
ever heard that saying?
Yeah,
Okay, you ain't heard that
I heard
saying,
that.
bro. You heard that
Mm-mm.
fucking saying. It's just like love, bro. It's like Bo with love. Bo with love is like
Yeah.
he wants you to believe that it's real when it's not really real. Like he's
What
like
you
the
mean,
opposite of
real?
that shit, bro. That nigga, like, look, bro.
Who me
Love
loving love?
is love is doing what I want you to do. That's pretty much what love is. Are you going to do what I want you to do? Yes or no?
Do you
If
love
you
me
say
enough to do
yes,
what I
here's
want you
my
to do?
money, here's my
Do you love
resources.
me enough to do what I want you to do?
Exactly. Thank you. Do you love me enough to do what I want you to do? And that's really what love is. Love is really are you willing to do what I want you to do for my resource?
Love is something we use to
It sounds nice. It looks nice in
love is
movies.
something we use to
It's this
satisfy
beautiful thing.
your need of being wanted. It's a come down word, like
Marriage was
yeah.
never even based off of
It's
love.
used
It
for
was
being
always a
like,
transaction.
oh, I love
That's the
you, so
crazy
do
part
this for
about
me.
marriage. It was always based off
So
a
we
transaction.
get so the people we there for, the women they get resources, they get this, they get that, we get love.
We get
We
love.
get the word
So
love.
so wait, wait. Cause see now you listen. This is what I'm saying. So how valuable is love? Because love got to be some shit, boy. Because if you could give your resources and all a woman has to do is give you her love, how valuable is
Love
love?
is a coping mechanism. It's this fake thing that we use to make sense out of why we do that, why we have this way over leverage with women.
I'm
So
just
we
trying to
give, we
understand.
give, we give, we give.
Okay.
So love is the action, love is the word they give us to be satisfied with all this giving.
So so what you saying? So
You
I'm gonna
give
ask
me
you.
this. You go out, work hard for this
Yeah,
family, for me and this family. Break your back, break your neck until
yeah,
you can't no more.
yeah.
And while you doing it for you, I'm gonna give you love.
Love. And
I'm gonna give
so
you this word
I'm
love.
asking y'all to what
But the moment you no longer able to go out there and get no more, I gotta
yo,
have this love back.
I gotta get this love back,
I
and I'm gonna
gotta
give
get
it to
this love
somebody
back
else. I gotta give it to
and give it to
somebody else.
somebody else.
You
So they
don't
can
need
do the
that
shit
love.
that you can't do.
Cause yeah,
So they
exactly.
can
They ain't
do
gonna
the
do the
stuff that
shit
you
that you
can no
can't
longer
do no
do.
more.
I'm gonna pay them in that.
Yeah,
I got pussy and love.
pussy and love. And what
Pussy
is
ain't
that?
doing good, so I got love harder.
What
If
is
the
that
pussy ain't
value?
doing
That
the good, I got love harder.
what is that value? That what? How much would you put if you had to put a number on it? What would you
Shit.
value that at?
That shit infinite.
Infinite.
Infinite. A lot of motherfuckers be crashing out over that. A lot of motherfuckers crash out over that,
Motherfuckers
bro.
crashing out over it. That's funny. But it's funny because it's true. And I just like I said, I'm a very honest person, bro. Like I'm gonna tell a female because I respect whatever you want to do. If you want to be a dog, if a girl came to
Right.
me one day and she really my homegirl, I'm talking about down my homegirl. She come and say, "Yeah, I'm finna start being a cat for this dude. He gonna pay me, and I'm finna act like a cat." I'm gonna say, "Go for it."
Of course you did.
I'm gonna support you. I'm
No
interested
question
too.
asked.
I want to, cause I got
No
questions every
question
day
asked.
after you come back from work. I want to know things. I do. I want to know
How
things.
often do you
I
meow?
want people to go do things so I don't have to experience them, so I can understand why they do them. That's why I love National Geographic when Steve Irwin and all them used to go do wild shit with fishes and water. I love because
Yeah.
I know me. I'll never get in the ocean, so I will sit here and watch a bunch of the other niggas get in the ocean. Though, you see what I'm
Mm,
saying? It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But women, I don't know. Man. I love women. I be really trying to understand. Like I
yes,
be
we
really
do.
trying to get them to understand for the betterment of not only women but for us too. Because if women would put away their childish pride, because they like to say we got our pride. but they have pride, bro. They have shit that they just was like, come on, man, just you know what it is, and then embrace.
You know what it
Embrace.
is.
If you like a man, if you want a man to be a 1%er, you want to be one of those with 1%ers, you should be out here embracing being with other girls. You should be working on your skills of being with other women.
Get it right.
And who better to do that than with me? So you don't got it. When you
That's
get there, you
facts.
already perfect. When you get to
Get
him,
your
you
practice
perfect.
in.
Yeah, get your practice in. Come on here. I keep
Gotta
everything.
subscribe to that package, man.
Yeah, you got to. But like I said, when you make it to me, that means you made it to $40.
Hey.
And I don't want people to shit on $40.
Cash. Don't forget cash.
Every time. And
you know how much they
the
love
great
cash.
thing about these $40, they always there when you need
them. Any time of the day.
And there's always a
Any
time when
week.
somebody needs $40, KB. I haven't been in
we
this
always
day.
know
I haven't been up a day yet.
There's always a
I
bill
haven't
that's
met
due tomorrow.
somebody or some girl who didn't need something, and these $40 came in handy. Meet me around the corner at 5. Get you these 40.
I don't just need 40 right quick.
Nah, but yeah, so that was, I don't know, man. Women, which I enjoy them, bro. I enjoy the craziness that they bring.
I don't know about the crazy part.
Just
Maybe
don't.
can limit
I
it
don't
a
know.
little bit.
I think I do want to be in love though, like you, Bo and Tay.
That's right.
I want because Tay experienced being married. I never experienced being married. Tay. I never experienced being with a woman for too long.
Hey, you see them hearts?
Yeah, I see them hearts, bro. Put your goddamn. But I want to be like y'all. I want to feel like y'all. I want to be in a position where I thought that I could love somebody so much that I could. Yeah. I wanted to even fathom spending it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You'll get there, man.
You deserve
I love my
man.
kids,
you deserve
though.
Love.
Like I tell my son all the time, man. Me and my son could be bachelors forever.
You deserve love.
Me and my daughter could be bachelors.
Love.
Like they could be with me forever. I love my kids.
You deserve love.
Yeah, I do deserve love, but I want.
Shit.
You know what I want?
You deserve to feel how love is. And once you get used to seeing how love is, then bitch gonna manipulate you forever.
No, I don't want that. See, I don't want that kind of love.
You gotta come with the whole package.
No, I'm good. See, why I want to build my bell myself, bro. I don't want no input on my shit. I don't
want no stuff made. You don't want no
I want mine made the way I want to. That's why I said, bro. I'm looking for love, but I'm just looking I'm looking for it in the right places. Like I feel like if you love me, you would help me hustle to get more money. Because I ain't never seen somebody with money. Yeah, I ain't never seen somebody with more money unhappy. So if you really fucking love me, help me get more money. Right. And then we can get more money together.
I'm about to get something to eat.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna hop off.
Safety.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And once they get more money.
Yeah, help me get more money. If you really, and that's why I say when women tell me they love me, I don't believe what they say, little actions. Because if you know me, it's to love me, and to love me is to know me. If you know me, then help me get more money. Show me how to get more paper in my pocket. Put this, like, I like hustling bitches too. Like, I like us to hustle. I like to be able to think with you to the point where you be like, hey man, if we did this right here and then we go do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how friendships work. Like with me and you was like, man, we should go do the podcast. And I was like, shit, if you join it with me, we can do it. Then what we did, we went and did it. I like shit like that. I like a girl who could of course I would love for my girl to cook for me and wash my clothes like that stuff. Of course, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just like Bo when it comes to that. I do want a girl, but
I really want love. He love
but
too.
I'm also a nigga that's gonna some days get up and cook for her, and because I'm just
that.
I'm just a cool, but I'm just a cool ass nigga like that, and I like to do stuff for chicks that I like. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna be, but Bo, I'm gonna tell you real honest with you. People always say, bro, you'll never cook. Because even with my family, ever since my sister cooks, bro. Like I don't cook, my sister cooks. She cooks full meals. When I was with but I can cook. I'm a man. I grew up one of the oldest. I had to cook for my sister when she was young. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to cook and do stuff. So it's never a problem, like we said. It's never a problem for me to go cook for myself. But I would like to have a girl that like to cook. But if anybody knows me, I don't eat like that. So you probably Bo eat a lot. That nigga gonna eat 3 meals a day. I'm not eating 3 meals a day. I'm eating 1 meal a day. And I might snack. So you already winning. See, so you already should be choosing me over both because you only got to cook for me one time a day. I'm only eating one. So you really you get more free time to do what the fuck you want to do. Go do
But
something.
you don't want that much free time.
You want that
You
free
want a
time.
nigga that gonna be toxic. You want a nigga gonna know where you at. The fuck you doing out
Yeah.
this now?
I'm the kind of nigga you want to be with because I'm not gonna pressure you when you if you got male friends, cool. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm the kind of nigga not gonna care. I'm
But
the kind
hey,
of nigga that
also after 3 months, I ain't gonna be like, shit, what you about to do?
hey, what you about to do?
Hey, on day 3, shit, why you ain't got your toothbrush over here yet? What you
Hey,
waiting on? Why
nah,
you ain't
see,
leave little shit over here yet?
man, you want your privacy.
Why you ain't forget your earrings over here yet?
Yeah, you ain't nah. I used to hate when women do that. That's the women are
And they know they
so
be doing too.
women are so yeah, bro, and they're so aggravated. I used to hate when women would try to leave articles at my crib, and it's like.
My thing was you leave them and you ain't want them. So don't
But the
expect to be here
crazy
when you
part
come
is,
back.
this is painting back into the picture that I'm not saying women not smart. I'm saying
Right.
that women don't realize how smart we are. Women
Right.
do some of the dumb shit, and they're
They
all the same. They
underestimate.
do the same dumb shit that other women do because
Yeah.
they really oversell themselves, like you say. So I have women
Mm.
come in there and they'll try to hide it. Like I had one girl. First place, a girl always gonna first. If it's dudes out there, or even women, tell me if I'm lying. The first
Right.
time when you try to hide something at your man's crib or something, and like
Mm-hmm.
let's say it's right after sex. Let's say like you
Yeah.
had sex and he kicking you out the next day, and you don't have time to properly put this shit. Where are you gonna put it? You're gonna try to throw that bitch as far as under the bed as you can.
Mm.
That's what women do. Throw shit all the way under the bed where you can't see. Because they think that you're not clean and you don't clean under your bed, which is stupid to me because I clean under my bed.
And then what another thing they gonna do, especially they got long hair, they gonna comb their hair. And for some
They're gonna
reason they
leave,
gonna have the shedding day that shit.
yeah,
And
and
they
they're gonna
leave that
leave
shit everywhere.
one of their earrings is gonna be somewhere.
Toothbrush, panties.
Yeah. Why are you leaving? But like I said, but we know why you're doing this. You're doing this because you don't want if another bitch come over,
You
you
wanna
want to make them feel some
mark your
kind of way
territory and
that
shit.
you got your shit there, so they might say some shit, so you might lose off of one of the little babies that you fucking with. Like, but
Mm.
I'm just saying that's real nigga shit though. That's happened to me. Women, and then it's like if they know that you don't care about it, they try to
Right.
start leaving more and more shit. Then that because there's
Mm-hmm.
levels to this shit now. Because leaving the items that stop you from fucking with other bitches, now it's the pop ups. Now she gonna pop up at your shit.
Then they don't know they gonna leave their body there in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
now
bitch,
they
you
finna
still
pop up. Yeah, now they
here?
finna always
You
be.
still here? You left
Yeah,
yourself here?
yeah. They gonna start popping up unannounced.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you never have enough time to be able to do something. So now they got to
That's
be
facts.
always there. So they're going to be popping up on a
Yeah.
regular basis to make sure that you have no possibilities of having no other bitches being in that shit because they have already chosen that you're the one that's going to do whatever
Mm-hmm.
for them.
It'll work. You'll work for
Yeah,
them. They'll
yeah,
settle for this.
yeah. They'll settle for this.
Like, oh, it might be the best I'm gonna get so far. So let me go ahead
For
and
right
lock this
now.
down.
For right, yeah. And I'm glad you put that on there. For right now. Because you're always we're as men, and I just want us to notice that we're always Mr. Right Now. There's
Yeah.
always somebody else. I don't care how many white women tears, Asian women tears, black women tears. I don't care what culture you are. I don't care how many tears. Them women got another nigga. They got
Yeah.
somebody lined up.
They always go monkey bar.
Like, why? I mean, because women don't love
They don't love
unconditional.
for real.
Yeah,
They
they don't
don't
love
love for real.
unconditional. So how could
They
you?
don't
So
love
if you
for real.
go in here believing that your girl is the girl, she only dealing with you and she only care for you and you're the only one. You're the you're the simp,
Yeah.
and it's okay. But they
Somebody
would
got a
consider
simple.
you a simp. You
Mm-hmm.
have accepted that you have confirmed to them, let them know that they're the best that you can get. So you're
Mm.
willing to wait and do whatever it takes to get with them, and they can
Whatever it
still
takes.
be out here waiting on their alphabet cake or alpha, whatever
Mm.
they want to call it.
Waiting on they Prince Charming and
Yeah,
shit.
bring on their Prince Charmings. Then you're left there crushed, and then you start Cause this is where I meet a lot of my brothers at. They get down there, now they at the bar with me, and I tell them about my $40 special.
Yeah. Hey, you give me reference code.
Introduce them to the bottom bowls. But yeah, no, but seriously though, I'm just saying this is real life shit, bro.
Hey, listen. You always can find happiness. You always can find happiness at the bottom of a bottle or at the other end of $40.
Yep. And you definitely gonna win more times on the other end of this 40 than you will that bottle. You're gonna regret that bottle way more than you regret these $40, I promise. I think
exactly.
But and I really fuck with what, because I'm here. You talking to your brothers, man. I'm really talking to your women out there who are listening, or who listen.
Yeah.
I'm really talking to this as your brother.
I know a lot of y'all ain't got no big brother guidance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I was your brother, this how me and you would have a conversation. These are the kind of ways that I would talk to you about men and women relationships. Yeah. Because I would ask you, what do you really want? Like, I'm better than match. I'm better than whatever that other thing is. Cause once I know who you are and what you really want. And like I say, women gonna lie. So I know when I ask women this, they finna come lie.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for the lies. See? Cause that'll tell me exactly who you are. Okay. You just we have a whole bunch of number 29s. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a 29. She's a 29, Bo. All right, Bo gonna be like, 29? Okay.
Hey, step up. Out of that way.
Yeah. Women think they're more, like I said, women think they're more mysterious and more difficult
Smarter,
and more than what they are, and really been already figured out. And women don't like simple, and it makes me mad. It's like women, it always got to be something extra. It can't just be
problems. Always
problems. Like that's what they want, and then they get mad when the problems that they create. Because, like I said, the one thing I know about women that we said before, when women, if they really fuck with you and they really like you, they act like a kid, and it's cute. Like it's cute to them. They act like a big kid. Girls, big kid, because that's what they picture as being what and I'm cool with it. It's cute, but
sometimes
up to a certain degree. But that's just how women act when they really. That's how you know when they start stealing your lingo, when they start fucking
stealing your clothes and shit.
When they start not wanting to hang around other people and only hang around you. And they get mad when other people have to, because women, that's just how women are. They like being under their men. That's them. That's what they like to do. Like, even if they
all up on that motherfucker.
Yeah, even when they work, they constantly at work. Like, because women are giddy. But women don't know what they like until they like what they like. Does that make sense?
Women don't know what they like till you tell them what they like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they didn't know. Women might look at you and be like, "Oh, I don't like you," but when they start experiencing you, they realize, "Oh, shit, I ain't even know I like this shit." Because you had to come show them what they really like. Because, like I said, women are consumers, so they're consuming so much they don't even know what they like because they consume without actually being able to experience it because they need men to pay for it.
Right.
So it's just like it's the same with a man. Women don't go out and hunt men. They go out, like you say, and be prey. So they don't even know how to do these things that need to be done. That's why you need a man. And then when you and when you are a woman who's in their manly era because they saw how it happened, they're studs and dykes and mean ass women that don't get no pussy. I mean, that don't get no men. So, like, you either LGBT or when you in masculinity like that, you're either LGBT or you don't get no men. And you're miserable.
And
you're
that's
angry.
A life cycle, though.
Yeah, and you're angry.
Life cycle of woman.
Because, now all men are gay. And now all men are, I rather the bear because men are mean because they won't come love on me while try to overpower them and dominate them. Like,
Right.
and it's just like, and like I said, and that's why I sit there, like I said earlier in the podcast, and you want me to believe you're smarter than me? Like, or smarter than men? Like, stop it. Like, it's okay. You are smart. You're beautiful. You just don't know how to use these smarts. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to do with these
You need
smarts.
proper guidance to show you how to use these tools and
that's
soft
not
skills.
me trying to talk down on women because, like, I don't know why women just don't. Yeah, like, just you have these skills, you just don't know how to use them properly. So you'll let anybody else tell you how to use these properties but me, and it's killing me, nigga. Like, why? I'm your man. I want the best for you more than any of these other people.
And
Let
I
me
don't
show you
think
how to
that
use
if you
skills.
ever hold them accountable, now you're the enemy.
Yeah, that you're the enemy. It's like, well,
it's crazy to me.
Why would I waste my time trying to do all this with you if I'm your enemy? But it's just like and like I said, I don't know, bro. Women have a thing against building with somebody. Why can't you build with somebody from the start when they broke? Why you always got to get somebody to come save you? Why, if you're such a, and this is what I said to women, this is why I don't understand. If you're so talented, and if you could change, and this how I know women know that they don't change people's life and men change women's life, is because if you know that you could change somebody's life and it's just so simple and do it, why you ain't out here changing broke niggas to rich niggas? Where are all the women with this masculine energy and this energy of just being able to do some shit? Where are all the niggas that you took from the bottom? Because there's many stories of rich nigga taking broke women and making them rich people. Where are all the stories of you? If you hold the power, if you hold the talent, and there's so much in you, you shouldn't care. I feel like once you get in your masculine energy or your independent energy, it shouldn't be nothing for you to go make a broke nigga rich. And it just is what it is. If you such that dominant bitch, just then go out here and make some broke niggas rich. Go change some niggas' lives. Men do it all the time. Men go to the strip club, drop 100,000, change lives. But men love women. Women don't love men. They like us. They fuck with us.
As I always say, only men love you unconditionally. A woman will only love you under the condition that you're able to provide something.
And they should just own up to that shit, bro. It'll make the conversation between us and them so much easier. Like, and stop fucking lying, talking about you love me. You don't. It's cool. I know.
It's cool. Just be quiet.
Exactly. When I say just be shush. If I tell you to go cook some, just cook some. It's cool. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But when I be honest with women, I'm a narcissist. I'm an asshole. And it's like, nah, bro, I'm just really treating you cool like the rest of us, bro. Like, I don't.
It's crazy.
Because at the end of the day, Bo might go out and tell me he slipped and fell and bust his ass. I might check and see if he okay, but I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Exactly. Before, during, and after that.
And as I'm picking this nigga up, I'm laughing. You can't do that with women and their problems. If you start laughing at a woman, oh my goodness.
Put on your white gloves.
Come on, bro. I can't be, and that's why women can't, like, that's why I say women, they take themselves out of rooms that they could have been in if they would have been quiet. Could have been in this room. Could have sat in the corner, just watch. Just watch. See, catch on, catch on to how it's supposed to be when you be in here. So that then now when you start coming on your own, it's natural and you'll need me to bring you with me. But they can't let nothing without saying something and feeling something because they might have heard something. Because, women got trigger words. They got trigger statements that you trigger them. Now it's fuck everything. They don't hear nothing else you say. You think men can get around like that, living like that, and be successful? If they don't listen to somebody who got the knowledge and be like, because they said something, they might have called you.
They want halfways to that motherfucker.
Yeah, so.
They went halfways to that motherfucker. Isn't that top? Some top. What the fuck I say top? Shit, I'm tripping.
What this nigga?
I went to a whole nother subject. Dude.
We gonna wrap it up for this nigga. He's sleeping.
Hey, I went to a dreamland. I don't know. Shit, I don't need to be hearing about this dream.
That boy started TikToking the talk. I'm like, all right, bro. Yeah, bro. But yeah.
Plain.
But yeah, I mean, we talking to your brothers, man, and so
y'all, man.
we gonna give y'all some real shit. We want what's best for you. I keep telling y'all. I really love women, bro. I really want y'all to be the best, cause y'all really love this shit that y'all be saying.
Our mother's a woman.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, exactly. I got sisters and I got sisters that I adore. I got women in my life that I adore. And I want the best for them, but I tell them the same game that I'm giving y'all. Like, because I want the best for them. And that, like I tell them, like, if I love, like, first of all, I wouldn't spend my time giving you shit that, like, I got way better things to do with my time. So I wouldn't give you the game at all. Me and Boca could be going off doing what the fuck we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to give y'all the game. I ain't got no. We can do it.
Hang on no platter plate, silver plate.
Yeah. We giving you the game.
Might have to add that to my soundboard.
Yeah, play that to your sound. Hey, we your brothers, man. Lock in with us every week.
Man. Next week, a week. Till next time, America.
Ever been through some bullshit? Now you like that's nasty word. Cut so deep.